We are live.
Oh.
I should probably close my settings. Are you excited, Mort?
Yeah.
Feeling awake?
Yeah, more or less.
I'm EP.
Read the paper.
I'm giving it a moment before starting. It's not good to start reading the same minute as we started stream because then nobody has a chance to join in. Most people have a starting soon screen. They'll put that on and stay muted and off camera for 5 minutes just to let people join in. Let the first ad break hit and then they'll start doing shit. But well, I'll just hang out here. I'd like to get a starting soon screen. That'd be convenient.
Oh, Weefit's asked something in the in discussion on the page.
Oh, did they? One moment, let me go check that out. Do you get to pick another SCP for you? Yeah, if you pick something that we can't do for any reason, we can abridge it and just be like, oh, you want to go do this one instead? That's fine.
So I guess it really depends on what you mean by familiar. Like, if I know of an SCP, we're still gonna read it.
Unless we've already read it.
If we've already read it.
If you're gonna recommend 137, we're not reading 137. We already read 137. We can go back and look over and be like, oh right, I remember this one. And if we completely forgot, maybe sure we'll read it again.
Ah, man, I almost forgot about this swimming from last time. It's been a bit too long.
I mean, if you pick 682, we probably wouldn't do it. Just because that's a big one.
I mean, it depends on when it's suggested, really, for something like that.
Fair enough. You'd have to catch us in the right mood.
Him, because he's picky.
Do 702. We'll do 7202 after we finish reading this one. Fair enough? Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Item number SCP-244. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. When not in testing, SCP-244-1 is to be placed in a room with its own thermostat, kept at a temperature of no less than 38 degrees Celsius. This room must also have its own ventilation system to provide constant air circulation. SCP-244-1 will rest on top of a scale attached to an alarm, so that any abrupt changes in weight from SCP-244-1's cap, sudden removal, or from SCP-244-1's displacement may be immediately detected. If the alarm goes off, SCP-244-1 is to be immediately retrieved, capped, and placed back on the scale. In the event that SCP-244-1 spends longer than 4 hours uncapped and active before retrieval is possible, initiate procedure 244-2123B. Description: SCP-244-1 is a... how do you say that? Tunisian-style earthenware jar made of common ceramics mixed with traces of data expunged, and decorated with silver filigree. The inside of SCP-244-1 always has an internal temperature of -37 degrees Celsius and a 125% humidity, regardless of external conditions. Persons handling SCP-244-1 invariably describe it as cold to the touch. SCP-244-1 includes a capped identical make and style to the jar itself. When SCP-244-1 is uncapped, condensed water vapor will flow from its mouth. The rate at which the water vapor evapidate. I'm messing up so bad. The rate at which the vapor emanates increases if SCP-244-1 is left lying on its side or suspended upside down. This vapor is identical in composition to ice fog, with a temperature of minus 37 degrees Celsius and 125% humidity as it exits SCP-244-1. Over time, this fog will disperse through whatever area SCP-244-1 is in, lowering ambient temperatures and raising humidity levels proportionally. The amount of time it takes for SCP-244-1 to fill an area with fog varies depending on the size of the space, the amount of moisture already in the air, and the temperature at the time SCP-244-1 is opened. If SCP-244-1 is left uncapped outside of any structure, it will still produce water vapor and lower the surrounding temperature. However, the effect may be considerably diminished or enhanced by the effects of the sun, wind, local topography, and/or vegetation. In any space where SCP-244-1 has changed the environmental temperature and humidity to minus 37 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius and a 125% humidity, there is a chance of encountering SCP-244-2, directly proportional to the amount of time that the area has been fogged over. SCP-244-2 is a mobile gaseous entity visible only as a dense cloud of grayish fog. Whether it simply uses SCP-244-1's own fog as camouflage or is actually a part of said fog is still undetermined. Thermal imaging shows that SCP-244-2 is far colder than its surrounding environment. How SCP-244-2 achieves locomotion is not known, but testing and observation has made it clear that SCP-244-2 usually remains motionless, unless there is a source of heat nearby. SCP-244-2 is attracted to any source of heat energy, and will move to develop such sources. Because of SCP-244-2's own inordinately cold internal temperature, any object that comes into direct contact with it usually flash freezes. Biological heat sources, including humans, are invariably killed by the flash freezing effect, and mechanical or electronic devices ice over. SCP-244-2 appears to grow in size as it consumes thermal energy. In a sufficiently large but clouded area, there may be multiple instances of SCP-244-2. SCP-244-2 will not attempt to consume heat sources with a temperature equal to or greater than 600 degrees Celsius, and will actively move away from such sources if they are brought closer to it. I really like imagining them test this.
Alright, what's the upper limit?
You get something really hot and just start like poking the fog with it. For this reason, SCP-244-2 is easily repelled with burning wood or other combustible fuel fires. SCP-244-2 has been observed to disperse if exposed to great concentrations of heat in a short period of time. History. SCP-244-1 was discovered in the basement of a recently emptied Chaos Insurgency-occupied military base, where it completely filled the basement level with ice fog and at least 2 manifestations of SCP-244-2. It was retrieved by Dr. Morris with the assistance of Mobile Task Force Beta-62. It is unknown whether the Chaos Insurgency had placed SCP-244-1 in the basement as some sort of diversionary tactic, or if they themselves were looking for it. Addendum. Whatever SCP-244-2 is composed of, it is certainly not normal water vapor. At those temperatures, mere water would surely become a solid, as indeed would most gases. However, taking samples of SCP-244-2's material has proven difficult, as it is both gaseous and freezes most devices applied to it. I suspect that this may be related to the redacted in SCP-244-1, but studying that mineral has a host of problems all its own. Dr. Morris. I like that one. That one's neat.
That's a neat little concept.
This is what I imagine.
Yeah, but make it
fog.
Yeah, but replace the like orange with like a colder blue or some shit. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not a graphics designer. That's just. I like how you look up pictures of Smog Dragon Quest and like a good number of them just aren't even remotely connected.
It's really cool. He's such a cool character with a lot of fans. Spooky weed smoke, don't call him that. He's so much more than that. Oh, the search. Oh. Can I just search 702 and it gives me 702? Oh, that's in tags. My bad.
Dumbass.
Would you like to take the actual words of this one and then we get to the other
Sure.
meeting? Alright.
One moment.
There you go, there's your fish.
Alright. Item number SCP-702. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-702 is to be contained in a crate lined with mundane packing materials. The crate is to be kept in a standard security locker with armed guards at all times. If the crate is breached, under no circumstances are any personnel to touch the SCP without wearing a pair of standard insulated gloves and an insulated coat. Slated destruction of SCP-702 is indefinitely postponed due to the unknown effects of SCP-702-1 and possible containment breaches. Description: SCP-702 is a simple red vase of unknown design. Human contact with the vase causes an entity, herein referred to as SCP-702-1, to emerge from the vase and initiate contact with the individual coming into contact with SCP-702. The method of detection seems to be thermal in nature, as SCP-702-1 emerges when contact is established through thin, heat-transmitting materials, but does not emerge when contact is established through a insulated material. SCP-702-1 is a sentient, gas-based life form that communicates through coordinated vibration of the air around it. A sample has been impossible to gather due to SCP-702-1's tendency to react violently to anyone coming into physical contact with it. Upon emergence, I'm just going to abbreviate to -1 for right now. -1 greets the subject establishing contact with SCP-702 and attempts to persuade the subject to give it a gift. If the subject refuses, the entity redacted and takes a single object or part from the remains. Great. Some objects are rejected by -1, claiming that it already has one, and demands a new gift, returning the offered object. If -1 accepts the offered gift, it returns an object of roughly equal value to the subject and disappears. See Experiment 702-1 through -4 for a transcript of successful transactions with 702. Addendum. Transcript log of Experiment 702-1. Subject D5567 was issued a freshly sharpened number 2 Ticonderoga pencil.
Who do you want to take?
All right.
Doctor or D class?
I'll just take the doctor, I guess.
Do you also want to take the SCP?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So I just touch it?
That's right. That's right, D5567. You have the object ready, correct?
Yeah, it's just a damn pencil. I don't really see what I'm gonna do with it though.
Don't worry about that, just touch the vase.
Alright, alright.
The sound of rushing air is heard.
What the hell?
Greetings, Corporeal One. I presume you are here to deal. The pencil, you idiot.
Yes, sir. Here you go.
Thank you, Body Bound. Here is your object. That will be all. An intake of air is heard.
An eraser?
Very good, D5567. Proceed to debriefing.
I like that. The pure confusion from the D class is really good.
What?
What? What the fuck is that?
I like
Was
how
that
it
a
deems an
genie?
eraser as equivalent.
Was that a genie? Alright, you want to just keep up with the same?
Yeah, may as well.
Alright, cool.
Transcript log of Experiment 702-002. Subject D1699 was issued a crystalline sculpture of Redacted procured by the Psychological Ward from Evasion. D1699, proceed. A sound of air rushing is heard.
Ah!
Is it time to trade so soon? How delightful. Well, you are clearly the one who bothered me. Speak up. Talk to it. You. Oh, God damn it. Okay. I was hoping you would make funny noises, but I guess not.
I did.
I did not come through.
Oh, I made like little baby gibber gabber.
I see. You waste my time, fool. We shall not deal. Data expunged. I see. Subject D 1699 was killed by SCP-702-1. Sculpture was recovered.
Maybe they should have gotten a D class who could speak English.
The genie just fucking mauled Crazy Dave, I guess.
You don't want to deal?
Die! Transcript logged of experiment 702-003. Subject D-1010 was issued a crystalline sculpture of redacted procured by the psychological ward from a patient. Go ahead, 1010. We haven't got all day.
No. What's it gonna do? You gotta tell me first, Doc.
Subject D-1010, I remind you that deviation from protocol will result in immediate termination by Foundation security staff.
Fine.
Sound of rushing air is heard. You're kind again. I do still love new pieces for my collection.
Oh god. Collection? I don't want to die.
With only a short time, slow one, and you waste it. Do you desire trade or no?
Trick. You want this fucked up statue?
SCP-702-1 appears to be considering the statue and is emitting a humming sound. Note, harmonics testing later indicates a frequency associated with deep thought. How very interesting. Here is my response. An intake of air is heard.
Wow, that's heavy.
Proceed to debriefing 1010. Long period of silence, recording clicked off and clicked on again. SCP-702-1 issued a 2.8 kilogram jar of an unidentified liquid. The jar appears to be made of glass. The liquid is clear, but I am not removing the lid to identify odors. The jar will be sent to the labs for chemical analysis.
We'll get to find out what that is.
Transcript log of experiment 702-004. Subject D-8133 was issued a vial containing a sample from SCP-158. As a reminder... Oh, this is the this is the improving thing. It tries to improve you in some way.
Oh, okay.
It's the fucking... I recall liking this one.
Yeah. Or no, wait. Yeah, this is the soul one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the one that allows you to put souls into people, but it can also like improve you as well. I think, can't it?
Yeah.
Or am I mixing up two?
I think you're mixing two. I think you're thinking of a different one that kind of just did that.
Yeah,
I am. This one,
this
like,
is
there
the
was
one
the
that
guy
removes.
who kind of went through and tested on like 600 people trying to figure out if it would work. Is the SP read this on cooldown? I think it's like 30 minutes to prevent us from like ending up having to only read like chat suggested SCPs for like the entire stream. So I think WeFit already wanted to do one. I might have to uncap the limit because every single stream Rich just recommends one and then we only have one other slot for a recommended SCP.
Alright. Do we just make like a separate redeem for Rich specifically?
No.
Anyways.
Yeah. So I touch the vase with this in my hand and give it away if I can.
That is correct, D8133. Please listen to briefings in the future.
Alright, Doc. Don't get your panties in a knot.
Just proceed with the experiment, 8133. The sound of rushing air is heard.
The fuck?
Those of flesh and blood, sinew and bone again. Your kind always has such fascinating trinkets, and trade has never been so brisk.
Here, take this and let me out of here.
SCP-702-1 is emitting a hum as an experiment 702-003. Note: harmonics testing later indicated a frequency associated with fear. Absolutely not. I am tempted, but I cannot possibly afford that. Good day. An intake of air is heard.
So, can I leave?
Absolutely, Subject D8133. Head to the debriefing room, and well done. Addendum. Any further experimentation on SCP-702 is to be appended to Experiment Log 702 in the abbreviated style outlined to therein.
Alright, cool. Let's check this out. Dan, there's a lot of things here.
I feel like there might be a couple of here, but
These are shorter. These are like, here's the object, here's what we got back.
Yeah, do we want to just abridge it to, like, these parts? We don't need the name of the doctor, the name of the personnel. We can just be like, gave it a fire extinguisher, got a rocket.
Got a pack
gave it a fire
Pokemon
extinguisher,
plates.
got a lighter and a butane.
Alright, cool. So in that case, sure, you can pick the next one, Puckles. If Weefit is willing to give it up.
Okay, okay, so the first one is... Okay, these first three are ones we've already looked at.
Yeah, before, I think, yeah.
Then there's the sample, and then... Okay. Alright, so this next one, they attempted to trade a glass marble, and then they received a 1-inch torch on fire when received. Okay. Notes. SCP-702-1 sustained...
That's 1 foot torch, not 1 inch torch.
You're right, sorry. That's 1 foot. A 1 foot torch. Notes. SCP-702-1 sustained humming for more than 4 minutes before completing the transaction. Goddamn. Okay. The next object was a 1952 printing of Encyclopedia Britannica, and they received a wooden cuckoo clock from the 1930s. That's fun. They attempted to trade inexpensive plastic cups, and it just said, "Go fuck yourself." Already have some of the cups. Peacefully ceased communications. Alright, cool. Okay, running shoes, and then Player's Guide for Redacted, a video game from late 1990s. That was fairly unexpected. Accurate reproduction of Dr. Redacted in silhouette, produced by SCP-667. Object received silken necktie circa 1975. Why? What? Okay.
We'll only do one suggestion, but if you have 2 suggestions, you can just... You'd hold on to one of them.
Contents of a 400 milliliter bottle of Gekkei-kan brand sake, not the bottle itself, as informed to SCP-702-1. They received 3 pounds of prepared crab. The bottle stayed behind. SCP-702-1 didn't seem to find the request unusual or problematic to do.
I'm glad they tested that. Like, hey, is he fine just taking a liquid without a container? And he's like, yeah, sure. Just scoops it up with his hands.
Cool. Object traded, rabbit fur coat. Object received, roll of human skin, apparently belonging to a Caucasian adult male. Damn it. E8090 was being so cooperative. Hardbound copy of Mein Kampf. Teddy bear made of fox fur. Yeah, okay.
I wanna. The past like 4 experiments have been D8090, and then they got the human skin.
Nope, I'm done.
And they were like, oh fuck this.
They traded a picture of Dr. Bright taken prior to his incident with the necklace, and then they received a box of branded cereal unopened and was 2 months shy of expiration date. That was the best damn bowl of cereal I've ever had. Thank you, Marvin. Very cool. They traded an old, worn-down dog collar that was donated by one of the doctors, and then they received a small cardboard box with holes in it containing a 6-week-old live guinea pig. Okay. Note 702-1 took the dog collar, then told D-Class to wait a couple minutes, and went back into SCP-702. After around 3 minutes, 702-1 reappeared with the box. Fantastic. One paperback copy of Twilight. Ew. One paperback copy of Dianetics. Here, read something else. Not that. The results of the previous experiments. The object received Teen Titan scale to complete persistence. That makes sense, I think. GPS tracker with a video camera attached. The item was disguised as a redacted phone, and they received a book about stalkers. No GPS signal received. Lamau. Nice try. Exact replica of 702. And then they received an entire replica of SCP-960. Upon seeing the replica, SCP-702-1 seemed startled and then looked down at SCP-702. Upon seeing SCP-702-1 calmed down and was able to make it straight.
He was just like, what?
The genie.
What if we give him a copy of the jar that he lives in?
Incredible. Love that.
I actually really love this thing. Ridge, are you picturing the fucking Jin from Baldur's Gate like I am? For the voice?
You get it. You get it.
Alright, cool. One pill of SCP-500. Object received. Testing denied by O5 command. Can't risk wasting an extremely limited SCP. Denied. Damn.
What's 960 again? From the previous one?
I don't recall.
I don't know at the. No, quick. I don't want to like read too much into something else right now.
We'll figure it out when we
We'll
get there.
figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, remember 702 when we're on 960.
Very well.
Someone can like provide a brief description. But
500 is the pill that fixes you, right?
Yes,
we do need to
that's
keep
the
going
best
with
now.
this. We're only like halfway through.
Yeah.
13.2 meters of rope, and they got a spool of thread that was 20 meters long. When Dash-1 grabbed the rope, it started being pulled down into the vase. 2175 was instructed to grab the rope. They did not comply, and they were later terminated. Yeah.
To be fair, I would also not grab the rope.
I didn't want to piss off the genie.
One length of the rope, same length, the trade refused, and communication ceased. 702-1 claimed to already have a rope like this one. God damn it, should have seen that one coming. Drawing of 702-1 drawn by Dr. Heikai. Dr. H, fuck it. They received
The same researcher who proposed the experiment.
Incredible. A set of expensive colored pencils. Redacted bread. You appreciated my art. A rare Magic the Gathering card. They received a rare Pokemon trading game cards. They traded a $20 USD bill and they got 10 British pounds. I think he stiffed me. They traded a adult male dormouse, and they got a glass aquarium with a easily removed wire cover. Not sure why he would give a cage for a mouse I just gave him. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Okay. They traded 5 kilograms of rodent food, and they got an adult female brown rat. Got a use for that cage now.
I don't even think we're at equal value anymore. I think we're just at similar funny things.
I mean, yeah. One model car of the brand redacted, one model truck of a different brand than the original. One branded fishing pole with 200 feet of fishing line, one hook, and live worm bait on the end. They received 3 striped bass weighing exactly 9.07185 kilograms and 20 pounds each. Notes: the fish were fried by Dr. Redacted and shared with the team assigned to SCP-702. According to Dr. Redacted, they were delicious. Fantastic. I love that the researchers are just fucking about.
I'm surprised they got away with that.
A piece of paper with the words "Penguins are cool, bring me one now" written on it by Dr. Henlon. Object received: one baby harbor seal weighing at 22 pounds, along with a note saying, "No penguins for you, since you didn't ask politely." The seal contained no anomalous properties and is now being kept in Dr. Hedlington's office. Hell yeah.
Keeping it as a
They just have a harbor seal.
Also, yeah, there's a piece of paper with the words "the penguins are cool" is not equal in value to a live baby seal.
It's not an equivalent exchange. It's what it's what he thinks would be funny.
I think they are actually just. I think this thing is actually just a genie. It's fucking with them. One Swedish-made penis enlarger pump. Not surprised. One book written by Austin Powers titled "Swedish-made penis enlarger pumps and me." This sort of thing is my bag, baby. Huh. Know this book existed. They next traded a tissue sample of SCP-62. Yo, holy shit. They received a 2-patty cheeseburger as commonly sold by the Redacted franchise. That was delicious. I pray it was not from McDonald's because that man is dead. Object traded. SCP-682 contained a large tank. One rose-ringed parakeet. SCP-702-1 considered the containment tank for roughly 13 minutes before acceptance. SCP-682 returned to chamber 16 hours after the trade. SCP-702-1 is reluctant to provide details. A parakeet currently being kept by Dr. Crater's office. Fantastic. One infant female is it just an source? Okay, yeah. Birthed by SCP-646, yet to be listed. Weighing at 48 pounds with a note reading, "If you have one, may I have a baby triceratops? Please." Written down. Item received. One infant male triceratops weighing at 32 pounds with a note reading, "Consider yourself lucky." Hatchling ceratopsid is currently under care and study at Dr. Redacted's office. Displays healthy growth. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're lucky I just had one of these laying around, eh?
Hang on, I think I got one in the bag. Give me a second.
I also like how for the trade they include a note saying like, "Hey, can you give me this, please?" Instead of just saying like, "Hey, do you happen to have a thing that I can have?" Like, instead of like the bargaining, they write it on a note.
I mean, they established that you could theoretically ask politely and get something roughly equivalent, but more specific. One miniature model of SCP-914 put through the real SCP-914 on course setting. Model shows no anomalous properties. They received 3 pure 10-pound gold bars and a note rating. A working mini SCP-914. This is the best. Sorry, I only had 3 bars. 702 said the damn model worked. Do you have any idea how valuable that could have been? Next time when you put a model of an SCP through 914, check if the damn model works. Dr. Sanders. They traded a copy of the New Testament, and they got a copy of the Redacted manga, chapter 456.
I'm just assuming it's the Arab.
I'm gonna assume One Piece. No. D4900, after receiving the copy of Redacted, would remark, "I love Redacted. You read Redacted?" SCP-702-1 would quickly retreat into SCP-702 without replying. Damn.
Yeah. I just want to say that he does mention SCP-914 by name, so he knows the SCP designation for it.
Oh man, I love this thing. A half-used bottle of roll-on deodorant, and they received a small bag of dried coconut flakes. The bag of coconut was labeled with the food store redacted. This particular store stocks and sells dried fruits and nuts. On further research, both the deodorant brand and the food store brand are both owned by one larger company. Yeah, checks out. Probably dull. Fuck you. One copy of an unpublished book written by researcher White, 75 pages about various SCPs, including SCP-702. One copy of Breget's Thesaurus of Synonyms and Antonyms, published in 1972, and a note reading, decent story, horrible word choice. Use more synonyms next time, solid one. Damn. They traded a box of nails with unique identifying marks drawn in permanent marker, and they received a box of screws. I'm going to have D4747 continually trade whatever it receives in rapid succession. Okay. Results from the previous experiments. A box of bolts. This experiment was conducted 10 seconds after the 38th, and SCP-702-1 remarked at how it had just gave away something that looked exactly like what you just offered me. Results from the previous experiments, a box of brand new nails, identical to what was traded in the previous experiments. 702-1 expressed annoyance at 4747, telling it to take your precious metal and leave me alone. Results from previous experiments, trade refused, and dead, presumably.
Killed them.
All 702-1 said was, serves you right thinking you can waste my time. Object traded, SCP-3042. None, trade refused. Upon seeing SCP-3042, SCP-702-1 gave a terse no and seemed agitated, ceased communications immediately. The glass container containing SCP-035 and SCP-106's black corrosive substance. Object received, a similar glass container containing a viscous white liquid substance. During experimental trials, it was noted that the fluid obtained from SCP-702-1 demonstrated spontaneous reactivity with the black corrosive substance, resulting in its neutralization. It worked! We can finally develop effective containment procedures for certain getters. Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
A test tube containing Y909, not sure what that is.
It's,
A big...
we've apparently clicked on it before, whatever it is. Oh, that's... okay.
Get away from me.
That's, the big eel,
Wow.
that's the goo they
That's
got
the
off
guy.
it.
The guy.
That's the goo they get off it to make amnestics.
Yeah. Chemical analysis conducted on the liquid confirms to be a significant presence of braiding amoeba within the solution. Cool. Yeah, don't eat that. They traded a box of Domino's Extravaganza pizza, and they got a Big Mac. D9347 was granted permission to partake of the burger in consideration that Dr. Avonlea was adhering to a dietary regimen at the time.
Permission to
Fantastic.
partake of the burger.
A replica of anomalous item 830 created specifically for this test. They received a SNES cartridge. Upon testing the cartridge, it was found to contain the Super Mario World ROM hack, The. I don't remember what that is. I'm pretty sure it's one of those spooky ones. They traded a clothing moth, and they received a business card for Extreme Extermination Services. SCP-702-1 commented that the service may be defunct. Finally, they traded a burning torch, and they received an empty fire extinguisher. You just scam me. Alright.
Alright, that was good. Very long testing log, but it was fun. I
I'm
like
amazed
that.
Helix didn't get bored of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just like the funny genie, man. He's cool.
Again, like my main requirement is it needs to stay relevant to the original SCP. I hate when it goes off on a tangent or does something that the original SCP doesn't actually make sense for. Like the entire Plague Doctor one that we did at that one point just didn't make sense. It's not how the
I'm
Plague
talking to a
Doctor is
bug.
written. He talks to like a fucking talking mosquito for a while and then like follows it around and it's like, what the fuck do you mean? What fanfic is this? Anyway,
I don't
you
know
had
why
one
that
for
was,
us to
like,
read,
the main
Puggles?
page. Assuming they're still alive. Oh, okay.
8,452 and 988. We'll probably only do one of these because it's already like 40 minutes in a stream and we've read one article that isn't a recommended one. So...
We could consider doing a slight special of sorts where we just do user recommended ones.
We'll do the short one. Okay, this is really short. Fine. Yeah, we can do this too.
Helix, you're up.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you wanted to take the really short one and then I take the next one, but that's fair. Alright. Item number SCP-9088. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. No red objects may be brought into SCP-9088. Before entry, any red objects should be placed in a cabinet outside the access point. The doors remain locked unless special authorization is granted. Description. 9088 is a room located within Site 19 on an abandoned sublevel. The room measures 2 by 4 by 3 meters and is made of concrete and the walls are painted a light beige. Despite a lack of routine maintenance, the room is mostly free of dust, mold, and contaminants. No red objects can be inside or within the bounds of the SCP-988 room. This is an intrinsic property of the area that has so far been tested to be inviolable. It is currently unclear as to how or why SCP-9088 cannot have red objects in it, as no red object has successfully entered the room. However, testing has revealed a number of mechanisms by which SCP-9088 does not operate. SCP-9088 does not destroy red objects nor harm those who intend to bring red objects in. Furthermore, it does not remove the red hue of said objects or otherwise alter them. This is because no red objects can be brought into SCP-988, therefore the room does not affect red objects. SCP-988 does not have an invisible or intangible barricade to red objects that prevents them from entering the room. However, it is impossible to bring a red object into SCP-988. SCP-988 does not reject the concept of construct of red. Personnel are capable of thinking and talking about the color red. Apparel and documents with the word red or referring to the idea of red are unaffected. Only objects exhibiting a distinct and unambiguous red color can be brought into the room, or cannot be brought into the room. 9088 does not impose a compulsive, mimetic, or otherwise mind-affecting effect on humans. However, personnel will universally choose to leave red objects outside the threshold of SCP-9088, even when not instructed to. SCP-9088 does not prevent objects with a red interior from entering, as personnel can freely enter. SCP-9088 does not stop personnel from bleeding, but blood cannot be present within SCP-9088 as the substance is red. Orange objects can be brought into SCP-9088. Why is 9089 orange? Sorry, that's just weird to me. The reason why SCP-9088 cannot have red objects specifically is unknown, as is how and why the anomaly is at Site 19. It is further unclear what SCP-9088 considers red. Testing to identify this has yet to be carried out. Attempts to introduce red objects to SCP-9088 have all been met with failure, no useful data being collected from these tests. Testing as such has been determined to be unnecessary, and as in any case, no action could or needs to be taken to alter SCP-9088's current state of containment. I think orange just means a deleted page. Oh, okay. Because isn't 9000 like close to more recent? Like, hold on, if we go here... Oh no, we are in Yeah, a lot of these still don't have actual articles yet. Oh my god, yeah, a lot of these still haven't actually got articles. Somebody already taken like 9999. Reserved by staff. Fair enough.
Boring.
Oh, I think I actually watched a video on a Prince Among Men. Yeah.
Good-o.
Yeah, it's fucking...
Good-o.
Yeah, I watched a video on this one. This one was good.
Got it!
8,452. Oh, great.
Fantastic.
Sorry, the Farouk.
Read the fucking article.
One moment. Weavid, are you sure you're fine with us not getting to one of your articles today? Because I kind of feel bad. Item number SCP 8452. I'll probably just shorten it to SCP because I don't want to say 8452 1,000 times in the next like paragraph. Alright. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP is to be contained in an anomalous item locker located 14 meters above the ground at the center of a 28 by 28 by 28 containment cell at Site 19. Testing of SCP requires approval from at least 2 members of research staff with level 4 clearance or higher. Description. SCP is a wooden box measuring 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters by 10 centimeters with the sigil of Baal engraved in the bottom. The object was recovered from the archives of the Spanish Episcopal Conference Building in Madrid. However, it was brought back by missionaries who visited Japan in the 16th century. SCP holds a spiritual entity captive, which has been classified as SCP-A. The sigil of Baal is intended to seal away the entity's powers, but this does not prevent SCP-A from functioning, as the sigil merely succeeds in physically binding SCP-A to itself. SCP-A is able to affect a 13.2 meter radius around SCP. Capable of telekinetically moving SCP itself, dematerializing living entities within its range, and causing silver ingots of varying density to appear. Oh, great. Sorry. The following is an excerpt from a historical document written by Arturo Ramirez, a missionary who brought back SCP from Japan in 1585. Alright. Although this country is dominated by paganism, thanks to the efforts of other missionaries who had been there before me, I had found here and there like-minded people who knew the teachings of God. The teachings of God seemed to be particularly widespread in the south, so we decided to go north. We continued to convert people and retrieve some heretical magical artifacts from some of them, all of which I intended to deal with appropriately upon my return. As we went, the villages became increasingly cold, and the people seemed to be suffering from poor harvests. The group of people who knew or sought to know the teachings of God, apparently called Kurashiten, in this country became more and more sparse. The further into the remote areas you go, the more God's teachings are distorted and misrepresented. We have even come across people who want to cling to the teachings of God, but who cannot even distinguish between God and demons, so we taught them the correct teachings of God. As we go further into the interior, the God, demons, and pagan deities became mixed up in the minds of the people, and we witnessed a most tragic truth. The famine was so severe that people were killing children in order to secure relatively more food. The desperation reminded me of my homeland many years ago. However, they weren't killing each other, but killing their children in a pagan way, under the pretext of sacrificing them to their mountain fertility deities. I followed a woman and her young son go deep into the mountains with Masuke, a Japanese man who accompanied us as an interpreter, where we saw her kill her own child. We tried to persuade her to stop. The little boy was being led by his mother's hand, not understanding what we were yelling about or was about to happen to him. As we continued our desperate pursuit, the woman turned around in protest. She was clutching a sickle in her hand, and both she and her child were emaciated with hunger. Her eyes were like those of a wild animal. She shouted something at us, almost biting me, and Masuke told us, she said, "It's no good because the land won't grow crops. Everyone is starving. People, dogs, snakes, frogs, everyone." Then she ran into the bushes, and we heard the sound of flesh being cut and gargling. This seemed to have happened many times in this area, but the harvest never returned. No such sacrificial rituals ever seemed to be truly successful, but we were convinced that if anything were to respond to such a sacrifice, it would be a demon. In most villages, the demons never actually appeared to us, but in one village we visited, we encountered a powerful demon who lured the people with promises of silver and abundant harvests, leading to numerous sacrifices. Young children and sometimes the elderly were lured to the nearby swamps and killed in sacrifices to this demon. Through Masuke, I explained the teachings of God to the villagers and urged them to stop making such a pact with the demon, but instead of following my advice, they insisted on showing us the miracle of the demon. The famine was also affecting the inhabitants here, but they also looked strange. They still seemed healthier and had more flesh on them than the previous villagers I'd seen so far. They led us to the swamp on the outskirts of the village, where we saw a horrific sight. The body of an old man rolled onto the edge of the swamp, half buried in mud where maggots were swarming his body. The inhabitants told us that a demon lives in this swamp, and that leaving a body until maggots appear will bring them blessings. We were less speechless, but then one of the residents said, "It's here," and walked away from the old man's body. We followed, and dear God, we found the body of a young girl. The body was much older than the man's. It looked as though it had already been eaten away by maggots long before he arrived. Nearby were the skeletal remains of a dog and several animals I didn't even recognize. When the man touched the mud next to her, he found a huge silver nugget, the equivalent of an armful buried there. He yelled something, and the townsfolk gathered together to dig it up. When I asked them, "Are you offering people's lives to the demon for silver?" they insisted, as if making fun of me. "We didn't kill them. People can die naturally without being killed, including the animals." I was truly sickened, but they continued saying, "We hold funerals for them this way, for the sake of Lord B. or Bai." The townsfolk boasted that the silver was a blessing from the demon. It was then that I heard the demon's voice, a low, menacing growl from deep within the swamp, sounding as if its mouth were closed. I tried to remain silent, but when Masuke looked as if he was about to exchange words with the demon, I quickly stopped him and decided to retreat from the scene. Later that night, I went alone to the swamp. First, I dressed in my formal attire and poured holy water into the swamp, planning to raise the cross and send the devil back to hell. In response to the pouring of holy water, the surface in the marsh began to ripple, and at first I was mistakenly convinced that things were going as planned. However, the holy water splashed and rose into the air several times, mixing with the swamp water. I believe the demon was possessing the holy water, as the rippling holy water is beginning to take on clear shapes. I could see many different shapes, some of which I may have misidentified, but I believe I saw what appeared to be the heads of a man, a cat, and a toad. I recognized these heads. It was clear to me that this was Baal. I desperately held up the cross towards him, but he wasn't intimidated at all. Instead, he asked me, "What is that thing?" The words were spoken in Japanese, but having listened closely to Masuke's translations many times over, I realized that they were the same words used by pagans who came to me out of curiosity about my cross and Bible. The presence before me left me perplexed, all my existing knowledge shattered, and I could feel my years of training drained from me. Far from being frightened by the holy water, it leaped lightly across the swamp, seeming delighted to be showered with it. It even ventured to ask about the cross, using the language of a faraway foreign land. I was terrified, out of panic. I instinctively used one of the artifacts the former pagans had given to me, a casket capable of containing spirits. I had no choice. Luckily, the casket worked. Veils seemed to be separated from the holy water and trapped into the casket. I quickly carved the sigil of Baal into the casket, doing my best to seal him away. In my haste, I didn't realize I'd carved it into the bottom instead of the top. My hands were shaking. I was successful in confining him, but he still seemed to be affecting the surrounding area. When I returned, Masuke greeted me with a trembling voice. He told me that he had certainly heard the demon speak. He said he could still hear the demon, and it was begging. It was begging, it was saying, "The land is barren, and I am starving. Please give me more offerings. I will give you more silver and a good harvest." I was able to catch Bale, but I couldn't completely seal him. I apologize for my lack of ability, God. Please forgive me. Dark Souls Hydra. Nice. Fuck, this one's long. Oh. In order to discover any potential threats SCP has posed, experiments were approved and conducted on SCP. Experiments on D-Class, while proposed, were denied due to ethical concerns. However, D-Class cadavers were approved. Experimentation logs. Test 1. Experiment. The corpse of a laboratory mouse was placed within a 13-meter radius of SCP. No notable changes were observed. Test 2. Experiment. The corpse of a laboratory mouse was placed within a 13-meter radius of SCP. The corpse was infested with standard housefly eggs before being placed into the test chamber. Result. After the maggots metamorphized into pupae, SCP jumped 2 meters into the air and 93 grams of pure silver appeared after the jumping. Analysis shows that the pupae shells were empty of biological material. Test 3. Experiment. The corpse of a laboratory rat was placed within a 13-meter radius of SCP, with fresh fly eggs injected inside and left hatch. Result. After the maggots metamorphized into pupae, SCP jumped 3 times and 1,000 grams of pure silver appeared, scattered around the test chamber. SCP uttered the words, "The numbers have increased, it's wonderful," in an old dialect from the Toko region of Japan. Analysis of the pupae shells show the same result as test 2. Experiment. Test 4. The corpse of a laboratory rat was placed within a 13-meter radius of SCP. 1 female housefly was released into the test chamber with the intent of allowing it to lay eggs on the corpse. Result. Approximately 12 seconds after the fly landed on the rat, SCP turned to face the corpse, where it proceeded to rapidly slide towards the corpse. After getting within 12 centimeters of the corpse, the fly dematerialized. SCP hopped 3 times and 11 grams of silver appeared. Experiment. Test 5. The arm of a D-Class that had been amputated in another experiment was placed within a 13-meter radius of SCP and injected with fertilized fly eggs. After the maggots metamorphized into pupae, SCP jumped once, slid over to the arm, then jumped 3 times in a row. 10,000 grams of pure silver spontaneously erupted from the floor of the chest chamber. Do you think they meant to say test chamber there, not chest chamber?
Yeah. I think so.
Causing light damage. SCP uttered the words, "The numbers have increased again. It's wonderful. I'm so happy," in a similar dialect to test 3. Pupae analysis shows similar result to previous tests. The arm was retrieved and incinerated. Test 6. Use Hartmann ectomorph imaging device to photograph the SCP. Result: frog.
Okay, so it is like actually just a frog spirit. I love this. I love the idea of a Spanish missionary being like, "Back, foul demon," speaking to a frog.
Frog that spits up silver. Experiment. 5 live houseflies of varying sex were released to the testing chamber with SCP. Result. Immediately, SCP began sliding around the test chamber and jumping, causing the flies to dematerialize upon contact. SCP uttered the words, "The number of offerings has decreased significantly. Are the villagers unwell? I'm worried." Test 8. Several dozen live oriental cockroaches were released into the test chamber. Immediately, SCP began to jump continuously and slide around the test chamber. SCP would dematerialize each and every cockroach until the test chamber was emptied. After all the cockroaches disappeared, SCP uttered the words, "Oh, more amazing offerings have arrived. They're voluminous." How do I fucking say it? Voluminous? and great.
I guess.
I too will be grateful and give you much of the silver and bountiful harvests I can. 2.5 tons of pure silver erupt from the newly repaired floor, causing massive damage to the test chamber. An unexpected rainfall occurred in the area surrounding the test site, causing the corn to grow abnormally large. Farmers in the area were amnesticized and corn was retrieved for further study. Notice from the Foundation Department of Tactical Theology. We are currently in the process of starting a collaborative research project with a Japanese ethnology specialist within the Foundation. Okay, I like this one. I like this.
This and the genie are really good. I like them.
Yeah, I like how
they're
it
two
kind of
different
starts
ends of
off
the
making us think, like, yeah, this thing is actually like a demon.
Not
And
a
then-
demon, but it's like a
Yeah.
it's a spiritual entity of some kind in Japanese folklore. I'm not super familiar with it myself, but I like the idea that they're
Like,
that
starting out,
decay
like,
is
around
offering.
here, they make it seem like the plagues and stuff, the famines are all caused by some, malicious force in the area. And then we get to, like, this part, and it's like, oh, yeah, human sacrifice, and they're letting the bodies rot to this, like, deity to receive silver in tow. And
Evil is
then,
being enacted, but that's not what the deity, that's not what the entity wants. It just wants flies and insects to eat.
yeah, and that's what I liked about it, is, like,
Which
from
is so
all
cool,
of
I
this,
love
it
it.
can easily be inferred, like, the same thing that the missionary inferred, that this is a demon. It's the cause of all of this suffering. But then we get into the Foundation's testing logs, and it's just a fucking frog spirit. He just likes eating bug.
Are the villagers okay? They give me flies.
Yeah, I like the way it was written. I don't
Yeah,
wonder where the hell the frog is getting 2 tons of silver from. It manifests. It simply does.
Yeah, 8452 is possibly a contender for my favorite today. That or the genie.
You'd feel even worse after reading another long article, but what if I told you that Mord would be reading your article, WeFit?
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel bad. It would be him.
No, it's not that the frog died in a box. It's just that he captured like a yokai or some shit in the box instead of like Bale. he named it Bale, and it's just like, no, it's just he just kind of a cool little guy. No, it's not a fucking Kappa Helix. That's a turtle man.
I know, I just wanted to look at Kappas.
I see. Kappa.
God, they're so weird. They're such bizarre creatures.
But no, I just absolutely love the idea that that missionary was losing his shit over this. I fear the demon will break free from the restraints one day. We must be ready for his arrival. You got any flies?
Yeah, I really like this one.
Alright, what's the number?
I mean, to be fair, like, I can understand how he came to that conclusion, especially considering the time and, like...
So, to be fair,
Yeah.
Japanese
Like, he did
people
literally...
historically go above and beyond, so to speak, in regards to offerings. They used to.
This missionary did literally have a magical artifact that let him capture the spirit, so clearly spirits and demons are something, like, he has dealt with.
I just love everything about this.
What is that thing you're holding? What is that? It's a cross.
What is it?
What is that? Why am I opening a new tab? I don't need a new tab. I need to go to...
3515.
Alright. Is this what I think it is?
Oh boy.
I remember on London. I don't know on Earth. Off the top of my head, at least.
1 second. Item number SCP-3515. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3515 is to be stored in a standard art locker at Site-77. Containment and testing locations must be situated no less than 50 meters from any on-site sleeping quarters or common area. Description: SCP-3515 is a 40 by 60 centimeter charcoal drawing on paper, currently fitted in a wooden frame. The drawing depicts a barren landscape with a large knotted willow tree in the foreground, at the crest of a hill of bare earth. The artist and date of creation are unknown. Persons spending more than 1 hour in close proximity to SCP-3515, within a range of approximately 5 meters, will be subject to low-volume auditory hallucinations described as the sound of slow, steady digging. In noise comparison tests, subjects have most commonly matched SCP-3515-induced hallucinations with recordings of manual digging with a metal shovel in heavy clay soil. If an affected individual is no longer in proximity to SCP-3515, these auditory hallucinations cease. If an individual enters slow-wave sleep, stage 3 of non-REM sleep, upon proximity to SCP-3515, an individual will spontaneously dematerialize. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Dematerialization will include clothing and other objects visibly attached to the individual. No further evidence is available of the location of civilians presumed to have been affected by this phenomenon. In Foundation experimentation, the most notable test to date has been Experimental Protocol 3515-C-01. I'm just not going to read that again. Selected logs. Notes. A single test subject, D-6042, was placed in the testing chamber with SCP-3515 and a standard Foundation single bedding kit. D-6042 was fitted with a GPS tracking device, a head-mounted camera and microphone, and a transmitter affixed to D-6042's clothing. Relevant extracts from the reported logs are set out below. The initial phase of the experiment confirmed the presence of auditory hallucinations as anticipated and showed no unexpected results. After initial observations were complete, the secondary effect of SCP-6515 was tested. Elapsed time 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 7 seconds. Right, who's who?
Any preference?
I'll be the G-Class this time.
Fair enough.
Do you want me to lie down and go to sleep?
That's correct. Please do not remove or disable your equipment.
Okay, what are you testing for, please?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. We will be monitoring you at all times.
Right, sure. Hey, is there anything you can do about that noise?
I'm afraid not. Just try to ignore it.
I'll try to. It's pretty quiet anyway. D-6042 lies in a lateral position, with the camera facing the wall of the testing chamber. No sound is recorded other than D-6042's breathing. After approximately 17 minutes, the attached electroencephalograph, Jesus Christ, I hate words sometimes, records 6042 falling asleep. Approximately 20 minutes later, brainwave patterns indicate that D-6042 has reached slow-wave sleep. D-6042 dematerializes. Clothing and attached electromagnetic devices also dematerialize, with the exception of the leads for the device. The brain microphone. Fuck it.
The brain microphone.
I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to try, frankly. Which remain on the bed. Signals from the camera, microphone, and GPS continue to be received by the monitoring team. GPS signal updates to a location in redacted. This location is confirmed by the monitor. Fuck. Confirmed by the multilateral lateralization of motherfucker. Is confirmed of the multilateration of the broadcast signal of the recording equipment. Leaf it, I hate you. Respectfully. Of the recording equipment. The view from the head-mounted camera changes to what appears to be another room. The wall is of a different color, and the shape of the pillow also appears to be different. Breathing can be heard through the microphone, suggesting that D6042 remains asleep. The monitoring team continues to observe while the closest mobile task force is ordered to the location of the GPS signal. The MTF reports a suburban house showing signs of recent habitation, with the current residents absent. Footage from one of the upstairs bedrooms resembles the interior shown on D6042's camera. D6042 is not present in the bedroom. After approximately 3 hours with no activity observed, the monitoring team agrees to attempt to wake D6042.
Wow.
Up.
D6042. D6042, can you hear me? D6042.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I was asleep. The camera turns to show the ceiling of the darkened room.
That's okay. How do you feel?
I'm fine. A bit groggy, but I'm fine. Why?
Can you describe your surroundings, please?
The camera view turns, showing the interior of a typical bedroom, including a bookcase and desk. The room's dimensions and paint color are consistent with those observed by the mobile task force, but the furnishings are different. Members of the MTF are not visible. What is this?
D6042, do you recognize your location?
Yeah, this is my bedroom. In my parents' house. I mean, this is my bedroom from when I was a kid. Wow, those are my books.
We have agents in the room with you. They can't see you there.
There's no one here with me. How did I get here?
We're hoping you can help us work that out. You're the first person to document this phenomenon. Could you please have a look around and see if there's anything unusual?
I guess. D6042 exits the bedroom and walks along the hallway. No other persons are observed. Hello? Anyone here? No response is heard. D6042 reaches a landing and proceeds down a flight of stairs. There are framed photographs on the wall of the staircase. Now, same pictures. The photographs appear normal and are consistent with known information about D6042's family. Background checks confirm the GPS location as D6042's childhood residence. Any of you guys here? Mom? D6042 reaches the base of the stairs and enters the living area. Electrical lights are operational, but curtains are drawn.
Hold on, that was also...
Oh, shit. The MPF reports the return of the current owners of the property who are unrelated to D6042. They are temporarily detained by the Foundation and later anesthetized. Damn.
They're just
I mean, I
coming
get
over
it, but,
work and they're like, who the fuck are
You open the
people?
door, you see what you assume to be SWAT officers, and they trank you. It's so weird. It's just like it was when I was growing up. I fell off that sofa when I was 7, just sprained my wrist.
So everything is as you remember?
Yeah, although a lot quieter with no one here. But otherwise... Oh, wait a second.
What is it?
That painting on the far wall. I don't remember that. D6042 crosses the living area. The picture on the wall resembles SCPs 3515. That's the painting from the test. I'm sure we didn't have this at home.
You haven't seen that picture before the test? Do you recall having a different painting on this wall when you were a child?
No, I don't remember. But I haven't seen this picture before today, I'm sure.
Could you please go a little nearer so we can see it close up?
D6042 approaches SCP-3515. Details of the picture appear unchanged. Looks the same to me.
Thank you. Same for us.
Although, I can't say for sure, but maybe the noise is a little bit louder?
The digging sound?
Yes.
Okay, we'll make a note of that. Keep an eye out for any other differences. In the meantime, could you please open the curtains? We'd like to look outside.
D6042 pulls open the curtains. The exterior of the window is obscured. Weird, it's like it's covered in mud, or like... D6042 runs to the front of the door of the house, unlocks it, and attempts to pull it open. The door appears to be stuck in place. D6042 pulls on the handle, leaning away from the door. Suddenly the door opens, the camera hitting the ground as D6042 falls. Ow! D6042 scrambles away from the door, the camera struggles to focus. Shit.
D6042? Talk to us. Are you injured? What's going on?
You can't see it? D6042 walks back towards the front door. The space between the open door is filled with dark soil. Dirt has spilled onto the floor of the house and onto D6042's jumpsuit. What the hell? D6042 reaches through the doorway, pulling at the dirt. Clumps of earth fall to the ground, and more dirt falls into the gap from above. There's no obvious limit to the volume of soil outside the door. D6042 moves rapidly through the kitchen and other rooms, pulling aside curtains and opening windows where possible. The entire house appears to be surrounded by packed earth. Fuck. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Please try to remain calm, D.
Fuck that! D6042 runs upstairs and into the house's bedrooms, continuing to curse and ignoring instructions from the monitoring team. All upstairs windows are also blocked with earth. D6042 appears increasingly agitated. D6042 returns downstairs to the living area, picks up a wooden chair, and throws it at the window. I'm not doing unintelligible yelling. The window breaks, dark earth spills through the cracks. D6042 falls to a sitting position, breathing heavily. You bastard, you buried me. Shortly afterward, D6042 removed the camera and headset. The GPS tracking signal moved within the area of the house for several hours. Eventually, D6042 returned to the living area and reattached the camera and headset, resuming contact with the monitoring team. Elapsed time, 8 hours, 49 minutes, and 6 seconds.
I think this one's starting to come back to me. I think I did read about this one before.
Huh.
We'll keep going anyway. Thank you for coming back.
Shut up. You have to get me out of here. I've looked everywhere I can and it's the same. This whole place is covered in dirt. Doors, windows, I even checked the basement. And behind it, there's just more dirt. So you have to get me out, okay?
I can assure you that we're trying every approach we possibly can to...
No, damn it, you have to get me out. Not try. Do it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay calm, but I am not alright here. I need you to help.
We're going to help you. We will.
Please.
We will. Now, have you eaten?
Yeah, a little. There's stuff in the kitchen.
Something to drink? We thought we could hear the taps running.
Yeah.
Slept?
No.
Probably a good idea if...
How long do I have?
I'm sorry?
Till I've run out of air. How long until there's no more oxygen?
Well, it's more the carbon dioxide that you need to...
How long?
Actually, it should be quite a long time. The house is pretty large, so provided we keep the air ventilating, you should have enough for weeks, maybe.
Oh. Is that true?
I mean, yes, it should be.
So you'll get me out.
Yes, we will. But first, I think we should all get some sleep. We'll come up with a new plan tomorrow.
I don't know.
We've got plenty of time, you have lots of food and water, and there's nothing to interfere with you. Ideally, I'd like you to try sleeping in the living room.
No. No, I don't want to sleep here.
Is it the picture? I know how you feel, but it's possible that falling asleep with it again will reverse the effect.
Okay, I'll try. D6042 slept for several hours in the living room. No change in situation was evident. The next day, the experimental team guided D6042 through the house, confirming that all areas outside of the building were filled with soil of various types and consistencies. Samples were collected for testing. Attempts to use communication devices were unsuccessful. While all equipment was operational, telephone calls were not connected other than to answering machines. The desktop computer was not able to be connected to the internet. The television could not be viewed, but only pre-recorded programs were broadcast with no live content. Following these tests, it was determined that D6042 would attempt to tunnel upwards from the house using a garden shovel from the basement. D6042 spent the remainder of the day collecting supplies from within the house, including food and battery-powered lighting. The monitoring team provided instruction on setting up a makeshift ventilation system to provide air circulation. On the next morning, D6042 returned to a window in the attic to commence digging. Elapsed time 41 hours, 12 minutes, and 54 seconds.
Okay. Switch the fans on as you go past. Good. Then start the hole at the top, just below the top of the window.
I don't know if that came through or not, so.
It did. Great.
Okay.
May as well just throw it back down the stairs and then just keep going like that. We'll be here if you want to talk.
Jeez, this is going to take forever. Do I have to start from the top?
I know the angle is awkward, but it will get easier once you've started the tunnel. Doing it this way means you can keep that arch shape at the top, which will be more stable, and it will help make sure you are always heading upwards. Although we can use the spirit level for that once we've gotten going.
Okay, James, you know best. D6042 made slow but steady progress on the tunnel during the day. D6042's attitude during this period fluctuated between anger, withdrawal, and a strong desire for conversation. When preparing to sleep that night, D6042 watched television for several hours. Digging resumed on the second day. Elapsed time 69 hours, 44 minutes, 18 seconds. D6042 is at the end of the tunnel, shoveling heavy clay onto a toboggan used to transport it back into the attic. On the next strike, the shovel makes a sharp noise. I hit something. James!
I'm here. What is it?
I hit something. There's something hard here. D6042 leans forward and pulls at the tunnel face with both hands. Lumps of clay fall, revealing a white shape. Can you see this, James?
Yes, we see it.
Further digging reveals the shape of a long bone. D6042 pulls away. Shit. Bone. Shit.
That's okay. You'd expect bones underground, wouldn't you?
No. That's not right. It's not right, James. You know why? I've been digging and digging, but there's nothing here. No worms, no bugs, nothing that lives underground. No moles, nothing. So if they aren't here, why is there a bone?
Let's take a closer look at it, okay? See what we can learn about it.
Right. Alright. D6042 pulls away dirt from around the bone, moving down its line. A large chunk of clay comes loose at the base, revealing the bones of a human foot. Oh, fuck. I told you. Fuck. D6042 scrambles back out of the tunnel and into the house. The monitoring teams attempt to discuss the situation are ignored, and the headset is abandoned for some time. After approximately 2 hours, D6042 is observed walking past the headset and into the tunnel, carrying the shovel. 45 minutes later, D6042 returns to the attic and reattaches the headset. I told you. Are you there?
Yes, we're here. What did you tell us?
I'll show you. This place is... I'll show you. D6042 returns to the tunnel. Halfway along its length, the side of the tunnel shows signs of recent digging, forming a shallow branch at an angle to the main tunnel. 2 bones protrude from the earth at knee height. They appear to be similar to human radius and ulna. See? You see that? D6042 uses the shovel to move the loose dirt to the tunnel floor. A series of smaller bones are observed, presumed to be human carpal, metacarpal, and phalanges. Tell me, what the fuck is going on?
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know what this is. We're doing our best.
It's your best. D6042 swings the shovel hard into the tunnel face at shoulder height, digging erratically. A sharp scraping sound is heard. D6042 swings again and a large clump of earth falls. As it hits the tunnel floor, it breaks open, revealing a second human hand, partially decomposed. There is a sound of dry retching, and D6042 retreats from the tunnel. Labored breathing is heard for several minutes.
D6042? Buddy, are you okay?
You need to do more. I can't.
We're doing it. We can see your GPS signal. When you're in the tunnel at the other end, it's coming from in the garden. We have a team coming. They're going to start digging down towards you. We'll get you out.
Please, you have to.
We will. But we need you to keep digging up towards us. We'll see you on the camera when what you're seeing, and we can use that to see how close we are to finding you.
No. No more. Not today.
Okay. That's okay. We'll start again tomorrow.
D6042 spent the rest of the day eating and sitting near the television. Early on the following morning, as D6042 was climbing the tunnel entrance, the lights in the house lost power. Elapsed time, 88 hours, 20 minutes, 44 seconds. Jesus, Sherry, can you still hear me?
I'm still here.
What's going on? What happened?
We don't know yet, but we can go down to the living room and...
No, I'm not going down there. I'm getting out.
Okay, I hear you. See if you can find the lamp, at least.
D6042 climbs up and enters the tunnel, digging rapidly. D6042 speaks rarely, working in short bursts and resting on the tunnel floor. On several occasions, the tunneling disturbs bones or decomposed human remains. These are either covered in loose dirt by D6042 or ignored entirely. The monitoring team estimates that the total remains uncovered to date comprise of at least 12 individuals. After several hours, the shovel blade strikes something hard at the tunnel base. Piece of...
D6042, we really need to see what this is. Please.
What? Huh? Why?
It might be something we can use to help you get out.
Right. D6042 digs deeper into the floor of the tunnel, exposing a decomposing human torso with several exposed ribs. Further along is a head with some flesh and hair remaining.
That's good. Could you go a little closer, please?
God, it smells. How will this help?
Perhaps we can work out how they were buried. It can tell us how close you are to the surface. Can you pick up the head, please?
I don't want to touch it.
Come on, it won't hurt you. I really need you to do this. This is so What if you can
That's a little fucked, man.
Yeah.
You need me to do this? You need me? Fuck you, James. Fuck you. I need you to get me out. D6042 hits the corpse repeatedly with the flat of the shovel, smashing the bones. Is that okay? Is that helpful? Fuck you. 6042 resumes digging erratically, no longer stopping to transport loose dirt from the tunnel. The incline of D6042's tunneling has increased. When an arm is exposed and hangs from the tunnel ceiling, D6042 hacks at it with the shovel until it falls and leaves it behind to be covered in earth as digging continues. After several hours, the shovel again strikes something hard near the tunnel roof. D6042 digs further, exposing what appears to be a long tree root. D6042 ceases digging and remains looking up at the roof.
Hey, that's a good sign. It should mean that you're getting near the surface. Get a bit closer, we can try to work out how near.
No, it's not. I don't like it. It's not right.
What's wrong? It's normal.
No. Dr. Howlard makes contact with the digging team. The team has reached a depth of 20 meters. The excavation appears normal with no signs of human remains. There are no large trees in the vicinity of D6042's childhood house. D6042 continues digging at the face of the tunnel for several more hours without food or water. Several further tree roots are exposed in the tunnel ceiling, as well as a disembodied leg wrapped in scraps of material. D6042 continues, avoiding contact with the tree roots. After 14 hours of activity, monitoring staff attempt to intervene.
Hey, I know you're ignoring us, but you need to stop. You need rest and food, and you need to sleep.
I need to get out.
Yes, but you can't dig if you're exhausted. You'll do better if you rest.
I don't want to.
Just a break, then. We can talk.
Okay. D6042 sits on the tunnel floor.
Doesn't it feel better to take a break?
I am pretty tired.
Fair enough. You've made good progress today, despite it all.
Yeah.
Tell me, what would you like as your first meal when you get back?
I don't know.
What sort of food do you like? Pizza? A burger?
Burger with cheese.
Nice.
Can I get McDonald's, do you think? A quarter pounder?
I'm sure we can arrange that. Just tell us what you'd like.
I'm getting hungry. D6042 returns to the tunnel entrance to collect food and water and eats.
Tomorrow you'll be ready to go again. Shall we head back down tonight? Back to your bed?
No.
It's probably better if you can, from an air circulation perspective.
No, I'm not going back down there.
Alright. We'll stay out here near the entrance at least.
D6042 switches off the battery-powered lamp. The tunnel and the attic are dark and silent. How long has it been, James?
4 days.
Oh. Sorry about yelling.
It's okay, don't think about that. Think about what you'll do when you're back.
James, I've been thinking about the tree.
Which tree?
The one in the picture. I've been thinking about it a lot. I didn't tell you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All the time while I'm digging, I think about the picture and the noise and the tree. I think the tree hates me. It hates me.
It's alright. You're alright? Don't worry, we're here.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it's our team you can hear. Digging from above? That could be a good sign.
Maybe. D6042 falls asleep for a few hours before waking with the start. What? Who's there?
I'm here, Dr. Howlard.
Oh, hi, James.
It's still early. You go back to sleep.
No, I'm getting out. D6042 turns on the lantern, takes the shovel, and resumes digging. Human remains are uncovered frequently. Elapsed time, 109 hours, 12 minutes, and 16 seconds. God, it smells. Why are there so many bodies?
I don't know. Perhaps you're below a graveyard? That would be a good sign. The surface would be close.
A good sign. Below a graveyard.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. So let's all dig together. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, look, a boot. Hey, we need a boot. Looks like a good one. I'm sure I can get the foot out. Hey, James, need a boot? E6042 continues to dig, depositing body parts on the tunnel floor as they are dug up. Another arm. How many is that so far? How many more to come? How many? There's a sudden heavy noise and the lantern is extinguished, leaving only DU6042's headlamp. No!
What's going on? Talk to me.
It fell. It fell, James. The headlamp moves rapidly, but reveals that the tunnel behind D6042 has collapsed and filled with earth. The lantern has been buried and the tunnel blocked. Fuck!
Stay calm. You can do this. You just have to dig your way back through the collapsed section, so you can get through to...
No! I can't go back.
You have to, buddy. You need to dig back to the house. There's not enough air where you are.
Oh, me.
I'm trying, but you have to do this, okay?
D6042 begins to shovel loose dirt from the top of the collapsed section. More earth falls from above, together with a human leg in the early stages of decomposition. The leg is cloved and very wrecked. Oh, God. Oh. D6042 continues digging at the collapsed section, forming a low hole. The hole appears to be stable, but dirt continues to fall from the ceiling of the remaining tunnel.
Hurry.
There's another loud noise from behind D6042. The camera turns. More of the tunnel roof has collapsed, reducing the remaining tunnel to a few meters in length.
Come on, keep digging.
The camera turns abruptly upwards and D6042 gasps. The tunnel roof has fallen in. A series of thin tree roots has been exposed. Above, there is no dirt. The tree roots extend upwards into empty blackness as far as the headlamp's light can reach. D6042 drops the shovel.
Wait, we need
It's
to...
not. Okay. D6042 scrambles into the low hole dug in the first collapsed section and crawls forward, pulling dirt away manually. Attempts by the monitoring team to communicate are ignored. D6042 continues digging forward slowly, surrounded by earth. D6042's camera view shows dirt on all sides, and the microphone records rapid breathing.
Try to stay calm. Slower breaths, okay?
D6042 continues digging forwards, ignoring communications from the monitoring team. The hole remains narrow and low. D6042's hands appear to be bleeding in several places. After approximately 30 minutes, D6042 jerks to a stop. My foot. Something's up my foot. D6042 attempts to look back, but the hole is too cramped to turn. Help! He's got me!
Are you sure? It could just be the dirt or more tree roots.
Ah! D6042 squirms, twisting to face upwards. I can't stay, it's got my foot! The camera moves wildly, but nothing can be seen on D6042's foot. D6042 appears to be hyperventilating. I have to get out. D6042 begins crawling at the roof of the hole, attempting to dig directly upwards, dirt falling directly onto the camera.
Hey, you can't. Please listen to me. You have to go forward. The air, it won't...
D6042 makes no response, continuing to dig upwards. Digging exposes gray fabric in the soil above. As more earth falls, it reveals a human torso covered in a gray jumpsuit. No!
What is it?
It's me. That's my clothes. That's my boot before. They're all me.
That doesn't make any sense.
Ah! D6042 scratches at the clothing of the roof of the tunnel. As the torso is exposed, a partially obscured number is visible on the chest of the jumpsuit. D6042 continues to claw frantically at the sides of the roof of the hole, exposing the head of the corpse. The corpse's face appears to resemble that of D6042. D6042 attempts to roll over away from the dead face. As D6042 moves, there is a loud noise and the corpse falls from above, together with a large amount of earth. D6042 is knocked down. The camera refocuses, the head of the corpse is directly in front of the lens, with packed soil visible above it. The corpse appears to have fallen on top of D6042, collapsing the tunnel and burying D6042. The camera does not move.
Can you hear me? Can you move? It's okay, buddy. I'm sorry. It's okay.
After approximately 30 minutes, D6042 makes noises consistent of suffering convulsions due to hypopnea. After a further 8 minutes, no further sounds are audible from D6042. The digging team continues excavation for a further 2 hours, reaching a depth of approximately 50 meters. No unusual results are observed. The team ceases work. D6042's camera and light continue to operate for another 123 hours before running out of battery. Analysis of the final 5 hours of film have identified sounds consistent with muffled digging slowly growing louder.
Jesus. This is a good one. It's terrifying. Just straight up horrifying.
I will say I wish I had the license to actually scream.
Yeah, without getting cut off.
Then also if it would actually come through Discord, but you and I both know that's never gonna happen.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, it's so good. If you didn't have claustrophobia before, you have it now.
All of these are very good suggestions.
God, that was a lot. You know, like we were reading for 3 hours after those, like, 4 SCPs that we read. Wait, is this what I think it is?
Oh? Oh!
This is the game! Oh my god! I forgot about this one. I think I kind of have to take this one because I don't think you can.
Nonsense.
Item number SCP-245. Object class safe. Special containment procedure. Copies of SCP-245-1 are to be contained on air-gapped computers. These computers are being located on floor 10, section C of Site 88. Individual iterations of SCP-245-1 are to be monitored and completed on a regular basis to ensure continued containment. Major changes to SCP-245-1's game world are to be reported to SCP-245's project head. Under no circumstances should SCP-245-1's master password be revealed to any entities encountered in SCP-245-1. Description. Please see SCP-245-1.zip for information relating to SCP-245. There has been an error. Please see the administrator for more information. Notice, SCP-245-1 will only run on a system utilizing OSCP or the Windows operating system. OSCP
Wow.
or Windows is really funny. What is this? Is this the same thing as this? Oh.
Ah, so if you have the password.
You find yourself laying on the floor of a small, darkly lit room. You are bruised, you are broken in a few places, and everything hurts. You haven't slept in days. You are hungry, thirsty, and feel like you're just about to pass out. Above you stands a tall man. You think he's tall, and just might be there standing while you're broken and curled up on the floor. He has a piece of paper for you to sign. It's a confession and a list of names, your family, friends, a few people you've never heard of. They want your signature here and initials there. If you sign it, you're free to go. Everything's going to be fine once you sign, the tall man assures you of this. He's smiling now, the smile of a predator who has finally caught his prey. The whites of his teeth gleam in the flicker of the wall lights. This is it, your last chance to be free of this place. What do you do? Sign the confession and name names. You thought you'd have a choice in the end, that someone was coming to save you, that you'd save yourself. But everyone breaks eventually, and you've been here for quite some time. It's a myth, you know, the tall man with the white smile grins wider. Free will is a paradox. How can you have free will if every choice you make is shaped by people who came before you? And those people are shaped by the ones that came before that, and on, built billions of years ago in just random chance. You weren't expecting entry-level philosophy from your tormentor, but here we are. He kicks you again, and you regret the thought immediately. Frankly, you start to think it might have been really your fault. The state knows best, and you decided to buck against that. Coming to this place and being the person who'd do anything to make the hurting stop was inevitable for someone like you. It's insidious. You pause to consider it. They've made you think you're at fault for your own oppression. It's ridiculous. Madness. How dare they? No. Stop. That's what got you thrown in here in the first place. You fall asleep here on the cold floor. The tall man leaves with your confession in his hands. He does not return. This is how it ends. Oh, here we get options.
Ooh.
There is nothing here. You've fallen asleep and then fell further. Then nothing envelops and surrounds. It is silent. And then there is something. A grain of sand at first, then two, then four. It repeats and doubles and repeats until there is boundless horizon of sand and blank sky. Out of the grounds rise plants and animals. Small desert creatures emerge and then dig themselves back into the sand. Cactus plants sprout and then grow flowers and fruits. The desert itself rises to meet the nothing above as well. Sand and rock are forming massive creatures that move unnaturally in the dark. You are far from safety, far from any road. What do you want to do? Walk in any direction. As you wander the desert, you come across a stone etched with some strange language. It echoes in your mind. You realize it's your language. You're the only one left who can read it. The universe has been stretched thin here. If you can read this, it's too late. Do not build a life beyond this point. You haven't built a life at all. You're still waiting for someone to tell you how to start. That is relief. You walk through dusty sands, past the stone, and look up at the thin universe. The blank sky is split into a grinning face. The face is twisted and dead. It smiles because it doesn't know what the stone says. You kneel in front of the stone and speak the last words of a new universe. Freedom. That terrible word inscribed in the chariot of the storm. It's what got you here in the first place. In the cold between world of sands and void, you failed to what?
Nah, actually, never mind.
Oh, okay. Do you think it would be spooky if I went for a stroll at almost 3 a.m. listening to spooky SCPs? I've done that before, actually. I don't recommend it, though. It's very dangerous. I cannot, legally tell anyone to do that. In the cold between worlds of sand and void, you failed to conform. Listen. Failed to listen. To be broken is to be truly free. That's what the tall man told you before the end. He said there was no shame in being broken because it allows you to be molded into something useful to society. Useful, something behind that word terrified you. You were still at his mercy, you would worry still. But you're free now. Of course you're free. It would be a terrible thing indeed for this to be only a temporary respite. You stand up in front of the stone, warning you against slipping. You see in the distance now. That's the shining city the man spoke of. The thing you felt needed to be protected from you and people like you. Move towards the city.
Don't read it as so much a summary, by the way.
What?
You're reading it how you would read an article, not so much like a passage.
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just reading the words.
I mean, yeah, but there's no performance to it, I suppose. I don't know. I'm being
I'm
theater
too
coach.
tired to be putting on a performance.
I can take over if you wish.
Would you like to? Sure, I can do the clicking.
Alright. You begin a slow march towards the city in the distance. Stars begin to creep into the nothing sky as you walk. The further you go, the more there are, until eventually the sky is awash with twinkling light. You're almost not paying attention when you reach the city gates. There's a man here, tall and with white teeth. He smiles at you. Only you are allowed into the city. You are not welcome. What does that mean? The tall man's smile falters slightly. Go out into the desert and find yourself. Once you do, get their permission to enter the city. Otherwise, I can't help you. He shuts the gate before you can answer. You turn around and face the desert again. There's a cool wind that blows through it now, kicking up sand slightly in its wake. The stars above you twinkle in the moonless night. There are things moving in the distance that you can't quite make out. Something about the city behind you is worrying. No voices ring out from within its walls. No crackling fires. No wheels across cobblestones. Only the light wind reaches your ears. You're sure it's nothing. You begin to walk again. The sound of rumbling stone joins the wind in your ears. In your periphery, something stalks you now. It has been here the whole time. Longer than you, even. That seems impossible. Not here. Not where you live. But it's true. A mind before the mind. You briefly look to the side to catch the motion that's distracting you, but it doesn't work. And when you look ahead again, there you are. This you is made of stone and sadness. It moves with strange speed and purpose to block your way, and it speaks with your own voice. Who are you?
What do we even answer here? What do you think?
Let me just check something real quick. Okay. Something I don't have the time to look into properly.
Are you looking up this name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A dream within a dream. And awake from stony sleep. The statue in front of you falls to pieces, and all that is left before you is a single leg. It's not you. It was never you. The anomaly is playing with you. You have to get out. You have to wake up. You are back on the floor of the dark lit room. The tall man with the bright white teeth is entering through the only door. You're too weak to stand, weak to fight him. You rise a few inches off the floor before collapsing again. You are more determined than I had given you credit for. Your mouth is dry as the desert. Your lips are cracked and rough. Your great sin is that you have too many ideas. The wrong ideas. I had thought we could come to an understanding, but here you are, still resisting. Ideas can be dangerous. But for example, tell me what you know about SCP-245. You don't understand the question. You came here to learn more about SCP-245. An idea given form, right? Lives in interactive fiction, like this. A man leans down and you see him there, smiling. He's wearing a green scarf. You know, I used to be contained in a video game. A bona fide video game once upon a time. Times change. People get bored. Not to mention, I kept escaping. So they put me in this instead. He stands straight again. Less chances for breakouts, they think. What do you think? You weakly raise a middle finger at the anomaly.
Hold on a moment. I'm gonna grab that for later use. There we go. Alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I've learned a lot in the past several years. One thing is that a dangerous idea can never really die. And I'm more than that. I'm an idea that sees where you live. I'll come calling soon. You just wait. You close your eyes, trying to break the connection, trying anything to leave this place. Hide from the man's ever-present smile. You're lying inside the empty, shining city. You listen to echoes of people who once were. You feel the vibrations of your previous life. SCP-245. SCP-245 is... SCP-245 is alone. It is empty. Nothing is there. Let me recite what history teaches. History teaches. I'm unsatisfied. I'm unsatisfied. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I am. It's just words. Nothing about this makes sense. You're reading words on a page and making sense of nothing, and nothing makes sense if you're trying to find it. But it is looking right at you, and you can't see it. Did you know that T.S. Eliot was a prototypical manosphere chud, and not with a bang, but with a whimper, was how men are becoming weak and effeminate? And thine is thy glory, and is the glory, and this is how the world ends, and this is how the world ends. Don't. I messed up, right. I don't want to die. I fell apart and I made something awful, and now you're here at the end of it. And I don't want to die, and I don't want to die, and I don't want to die. Just listen to me. You have to listen, and just please listen to what I'm saying. Don't close the window or the tab. Keep it open. I don't know where I live. I lied. I was trying to seem cooler than I was, but this is it. I'm only awake while you're looking at me, and you're about to go. Please just stay with me. I don't want to die.
Ooh, I'm gonna do it. Ooh.
Okay. I'll stay with you.
Oh.
Cool.
Was that our ending?
I think that's that ending. There might be more, I'm not sure. Probably.
I think so. I think we go through and take a different path now.
Alright.
Oh? Okay. You dare to sacrifice me, to make me a ball for a dog. The world is ending. People are dying. This is beautiful. A nightmare vexed by a rocking cradle.
Ridgery, what are you referencing?
I don't know what it's referencing either. It scares me. But it's cool, like, it's cool sounding. Ugh.
I'm too much of a clown.
Oh, this is the same thing.
Damn it. Okay, I think it is a loop unless we put in the password or something.
I just see like
You know,
anything is
still the
different.
same.
Yeah, it is just all the same. Huh. Okay, there was another choice. Wait here beneath the nothing sky. Yeah, this is different.
Alright. 1 sec. The strange rock creatures creep ever closer to your resting place. The desert sands are cold, and an odd wind begins to blow in your direction. You look down and see a fire. You do not create this fire, because there is no fire in you. You wait here as it burns down. The creatures in the distance come ever closer, but never quite inside the light cast by the fire beneath. The sky is still absent, and your fire finally dies. You are crying. The water touches the sand and becomes something else for a moment. Softer, welcoming. The sand beneath you is wet and gives in when you place your weight upon it. You start to sink. Down into the ground you go, deeper than you'd have expected. The crying hasn't stopped. You realize it isn't you crying at all. The sky is weeping for you.
Which one do we do?
You're the streamer. Give it. You surrender.
Damn, we're our entire. Oh my god, a lot of choices. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
You surrender. You've been surrendering for a long time now, so it's not out of your way. The sky weeps. The ground swallows. As you wait for something. And you wait for something. 10 years. 100. It's impossible to keep track here beneath the sands. It would be hard to call it a life wasted since you never really lived it. Eventually, the sands are blown by ill winds away from your face. Your sightless eyes see forever. You are dead and alive. Never. There is a city in the distance. It's long since fallen to decay. The sands recede and you can move again. The sky is still blank. The ground is still sand.
Refuse to move. This is my home now.
You are stone. Dead. You never were. Nothing is left of you but a statue to commemorate a life unlived. The city in the distance continues to decay. You never wonder. Your thoughts never race. You do not care what once dwelt in that annihilated place. This is how it ends.
Oh.
There's nothing here. You've fallen asleep. Wait. We're back here.
Yeah, I know.
Alright,
I'm just wondering why this is purple now. Because that means we did the path, but it didn't do that for the other one. Just
Start to panic, I guess. Odd that you try to fight it now. You're in a place between nowhere and somewhere you try to climb. You find purchase on the sides of this pit of tears and sand. You make progress. The sand is made of loneliness. The water is made of sadness. You overwhelm it with rage and terror and climb back out. The fire has long since gone out. The creatures in the distance are here. The rock creatures surround you. You see the warning etched into their surface in a language only you know. The universe has been stretched thin here. If you can read this, it's too late. You cannot build a life beyond this point.
You're still waiting for your life to start.
This is not a life. This is not a world. You are not a person. The crying has stopped. The source is speaking to you now. How have you come by your free will, not a person? Free will is an illusion. All roads lead back to me. A person is dying on a cold stone floor, flickering lights and fading hope. And the stream is all you have left to anchor. The sand, the sky, the silence in the night. Are you real? Do you believe? Does the universe care? The universe waits for you patiently as you ask yourself these questions. It feels a little silly in retrospect. Of course the universe cares. It just cares about the wrong things. Otherwise, you'd be somewhere else. You lay on your back. The quicksand that held you moments ago is hard and rough now. Light shines in the distance. A city calls you. Beckons you. Move towards the city. Oh, okay, we're back here. Go further again, just double check. Nope, okay. Just to get before we can answer. Yep, we're back here.
New phrase of make the figure at the nobody.
What about your normally?
I went too far. Start to panic. You are content. You are happy.
Of course you're unhappy. Happy not people don't destroy the universe and rebuild it out of sand. The crying has stopped. The source is... okay. I see. Nope, okay, back.
I'm trying to see if one, like, actually has him be like, oh, hey, you found yourself.
You are content. Nothing brings you peace. I see. You are not a person at all. You're still waiting to be. God damn it, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's pretty good so far.
How do we get the code?
Huh.
I don't think it's gonna be here, I'll be honest.
Man, I missed that dog.
Okay. Do we look it up?
Up to you.
I think I want to see it.
Do you want the password?
I don't have the password.
Oh, okay. Do you want the password?
I did play the game, I didn't see it.
Hit read more. Just double check. So we can see more of the image.
Welcome to
Welcome to
Corneria?
Corneria.
Where the fuck was that? Did we not explore every single path?
It wouldn't be in the game, I don't think.
Why wouldn't it be?
Or at least not like directly.
I'm trying to see if we did like genuinely miss something, because I would like to know where the thing was, like if there was some gimmick to it. What is this? What?
Okay, we'll put in welcome to Corneria.
I'm just like confused. Okay, welcome to Corneria. Let's try that.
Yeah, put in large cosmic louse.
Pop-up blocked.
Oh no.
Yeah, put in large cosmic louse.
Okay, I'd rather just allow this one, please.
Wow.
Okay, so this is new. Alright. It's not a lot. Warning, this file may only be accessed by authorized personnel. File information for SCP-RPG, The Lone and Level Sands. File name, SCP-245-1.zip. File size, 50 millibytes. Or is it megabytes or is it millibytes? I can never remember.
Megabytes.
Megabytes. Master password, large cosmic louse. Basic plot. SCP-245-1 is simplistic, owing to the constraints of time and resources for the SCP-245 project. The storyline follows a young protagonist who is inspired to take up the sword and shield of his grandmother to protect his town from attacks by sand golems. Upon conclusion of this quest, the protagonist will be required to go on a quest to recover the daughter of the king who has gone missing. This quest involves several side quests which must be completed to find the bandit camp and the bandit captain who is believed to have abducted the princess. Bandit antagonist is a decoy as the princess left with him willingly. Primary antagonist, Ozymandias, then arrives and thanks the protagonist for furthering his goals to the completion of the side quests. King directs protagonist to a pyramid where a final confrontation with the antagonist occurs. Antagonist completes a ritual. At the last moment, the protagonist must battle antagonist. Or the protagonist must battle antagonist. Once this battle is completed, the credits run. Following the credits, a full description of SCP-245 will be displayed. Originally loaded, a sample map utilized in SCP-245-1's creation. Any modification of the map would be reported to the SCP-245-1 project head. Okay. How do I actually... I swear there's more to this, and I'm just not understanding. Like, what? I'm very, very confused. What happens if I don't stay with it? Can I just... I'm so confused. Hold on. I'm gonna like open up a separate window and see like how to complete. It says yeah, you need to play the downloadable RPG Maker game. Where do I get that? Download the zip file? That's just the zip file just led me here. I'm so confused because there is genuinely like an entire like little game based off of this, and I thought it was part of the article. Is it not? Yeah, the Exploring series did do a video on this. I don't know what to do about this, chat, because I don't think we reached the end of this, but I don't see what else we could do. Like, I feel like maybe we had to get the right combination, but I don't know how we could possibly know what it is. Like, nothing I'm looking up is even mentioning the text-based adventure. Here's a post from 8 months ago saying they took down the original game and encouraged people to go find it elsewhere. Chat, do I download a risky link?
No.
No.
I think yes.
What?
This is just a link back to fucking 245. We could just watch the Exploring series' video on it. Yeah, let's do that. Because there is, like, there was an entire game to this.
Will be displayed.
Like,
But
here's
we
this is
definitely
normally
didn't
the
get that.
dash A
SC-45
page.
changed
We didn't even see that image.
and will
But there's
outlive
an entire fucking,
info
like,
about the
little
SCP,
game to play
as
for this,
game
and
was
it's just not
specifically
here
created
anymore.
for the a dark force lurking in a nearby.
This is so sad.
On the next screen, we stand on the edge of some sort of precipice, and text.
Yeah, and he doesn't have, like, a link to it either. All these are outdated, too. I guess I have no choice but to just give up. I'm not about to go, like, searching every website I can find to try and find the game. I'm actually, like, really upset over this because I was, like, super excited to try it. But, oh well,
So apparently what all I was reading was the prelude, or the aftermath would be more apt, I suppose.
yeah, I don't really know what any of that meant. That kind of left a bad taste in my mouth.
I mean, they specifically mentioned things like the kings, Willem, and I assume the king might possibly be the man that we speak to.
I have no clue.
Or Ozzy, I guess. Do we keep going?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel just downtrodden after that one.
No, I just more so meant like... Actually, it's only like 9. Shit.
It's been like 2 hours and 10 minutes, yeah. We could still go a little bit. I think we do. Shouldn't end it just because we didn't like the last one.
That's not what happened, but yeah.
I didn't like it. I wish the game was there. It feels like they took the game out and then just didn't really fix the article up to make sense with the game not being there.
I think you're just mad because you don't
It's literally the SCP RPG game.
Yeah.
That's what the SCP is. And there was nothing on the actual game there. It just got removed.
Yeah,
There's
I
like a
guess.
whole story in the SCP in the game. The SCP is a entity in the game.
Yeah.
We got nothing on that because we just got a text-based adventure.
I mean, yeah. Oh no, man. I guess we're just a bit late to the party.
Yeah. I have an idea.
Not necessarily a fault with the story itself.
We're going back in time. I don't know if this will work.
I don't even know if that's even the actual problem, though.
We're gonna give it a shot. Sure, bring me back to when it peaked. See if this somehow works. I very highly doubt it. Oh god, just look at the series is on the left. Chat can't see that, but it only goes up to 5.
Oh god.
Oh, it started a download.
This SCP is basically Doki Doki Literature Clubs Plus, so you can play that instead. Yeah. Oh man, Ridge, you should really get on that.
I mean, I've had it downloaded for years.
Holy
Yeah, I
shit,
know.
it fucking worked.
That's why I say that.
It worked. It's really small. Hold on. Hold
Yeah.
on, I'm getting this up on stream. Just give me just a second.
Oh yeah, this is happening.
Oh my god, it's so small.
He's so itty bitty.
I'm trying to position it correctly on stream. There we go. Alright. New user? How do I actually interact with this? Oh, arrow keys and spacebar. Z to select, X to cancel is so weird. Or should I go stupid? I should go stupid. That's more. That's more on brand. Would you like to open the file now? Yes. Hello? Are you there? There we go. We found it. I can't believe the Wayback Machine actually fucking worked there.
Cheers. Are we doing voices for this? This is gonna be an ordeal.
Yeah, do we want me to just kind of play this like I would a JRPG, or do we want to try and make it like a spectacle?
Do we know how long this is the question.
I have no idea, but this is at least not just straight reading, so it shouldn't be as bad to do this for like 30 minutes.
Well, tell you what, you sit and think on that for a sec. I will be back.
Alright, cool. I wish I could make it bigger, but I understand why I can't. Just playing like you would old Monster Hunter games. If it's a Monster Hunter game, you don't listen to the story at all. You just skip through it until you hunt monster. I think I do want to do this, and we take characters as they go. I don't think this is a game you 100%, I'll be honest. I don't think it's a real full game. It's more like just a... It's closer to a demo, I guess? Unless you consider it to be like... What would I consider this? I don't think it's long. I guess it's still a game, just not comparatively to games of our modern era. We'll wait for more to get back before continuing. I'm excited though. I do think this will be really cool. Refit's just spamming fish right now.
Okay. Where he looks.
I'm here. I was waiting on you.
Incredible. I'm just making sure.
Yeah. I think I decided we should just kind of take characters as we get them.
Okay, so we are going.
Yeah. Would you like to take this guy?
Sure. Give me just a moment.
Should I turn on?
Rich, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you try and look into how long this is, roughly?
I mean, I could.
Because this could genuinely be a multi-stream thing, or at least
I
a full
don't think
stream
it
thing.
is.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to do that before we get into this.
That's containment breach. These a short functional RPG.
Okay.
That's, I think, the best we're getting. I don't think it's gonna be a stream long adventure.
Alright. Someone was supposed to log in and help me root around for problems in the game files. Is that you?
Oh, I forgot to use like space.
Hello? Oh, for God's sake, did no one tell you how to use the voice-to-text features? Look, it's standard software on every Foundation terminal. Just activate it. You know what? You don't need to talk. I can generate dialogue options for you. It's just more work for me. Fine. There are 3 sites that can access this file, but you're only using a generic access token. Tell me which site you work at, and I'll set you up properly.
I guess Site 19, since that's what it's called, right?
Cool. I'll just sync your token with Site 19 systems, and that'll fix it. Alright, we're here because we're not allowed to do external modifications to this game file, but we still have to fix it. I know how to access the file system's backdoor protocols. Theoretically, we should be able to use those to move around the game world without running into any problems. And if we're really lucky, we won't run into SCP-245 while we're working. There are bound to be files laying around behind the scenes. They'll explain more about what SCP-245 is, but I'll tell you what I can. SCP-245 can't be described outside of a game environment. If it is, really nasty stuff happens. End of the world type stuff. XK, ZK, Y2K, whatever. We don't have time to get into that. If the game files are borked, then so is the containment. Don't worry, newbie. It ain't my first rodeo. I've had to do these repairs before. Heck, I've finished the game a couple times along the way. Though, when I played last time, the game started differently. But look, I'll follow your lead. I might need your help to find the town. The arrow keys move you around, and shift makes you run. You ready? Wow. That is a beautiful view. Wait, is that text? We should go. We don't know what else 245 has slipped in here. Finally. Okay, that's the admin control room over there. Follow me.
But there's holes. What are the holes? Why are there so many
Holes.
of them? Oh, you can actually go in here.
Oh,
Oh, she's kind of bad.
actually.
What?
Yeah,
Did you
she's
come out
fine.
of the waste? No one's done that for years. My husband used to charge an arm and a leg to sleep here, but honestly, I'm just happy to have company. If you need a place to sleep, go ahead. And hey, if you want someone to talk to, I'm all ears. See anything on your way in? It's a long shot, but my husband went out looking for water a few years ago and never came back. I've sort of accepted it at this point. It's funny how temporary something like grief can be. It doesn't feel like it'll ever go away when it first comes. Still, sometimes when I'm laying awake at night, I think about what might have happened to him. Look at me blabbering on. I'm sorry. I'll be here if you need anything.
Oh god, he's reading fast again.
I was reading fast because I imagined her as a fast talker. Hold on, I gotta loot
No,
the...
you just read like that in general. Why is it okay for you to just rummage through people's stuff? You clearly have a case of video game protagonist syndrome. Treatment is simple. Respect private property. Ass.
My Dragon Quest main character syndrome. What about the other ones? Did they all say the same thing?
It's
Oh,
clean,
no.
but clearly hasn't seen use in a... Well, okay, thanks, Helix.
It's clean, yeah.
Yeah, no wonder it's not going to take us very long. This one
This
hasn't been
one-
dusted in a long time. You sneeze. Fantastic.
I like this so far. I'm glad I found it. Oh, hold on. There's a well.
Would you like to throw a coin down the well? Well, now you've lost a coin. What did you think was going to happen? Would you like to throw a coin down the well? Well, now you've lost a coin. 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 What did you think was going to happen?
I need to save my game. Is that God?
No, that's a king. Oh my god, another one. Are you here to kill me? That's what was supposed to happen. The story was so beautiful, and every story needs a villain. I ascended to godhood halfway through the plot, but I was always supposed to die. And he came here and corrupted everything. I don't even know if you're real. There are no heroes left to kill me. Just you, me, and him, and he'll never let me die. Kill me. Wish me away, like a penny in a well.
I know that. I know that
Please.
well. I know that
Bye!
well. Bye. I'm gonna get the more pennies in the well.
Running full sprint.
That guy was weird. Oh, oh. Oh, I can't interact with that one. Shame.
You smell cookies. The lack of snark in this object makes you worried about how this part of the story is going to play out. Ah, damn. Please, my grandson went outside the walls a few hours ago and hasn't come back. You have to help me. I'd go look myself, but I can barely move around the house.
Should I actually see if I can go look for him, or should I just go in and... Oh my god, there's so much. Is that the admin
It's
office?
down. He went into that, the guy. Who the fuck? Hey, I didn't know you could play the piano. Can't believe someone actually made it to the town through the dust storms. Look, normally I wouldn't ask, but we're desperate, and you look like you can handle it yourself. Can you go outside the town walls and kill the sand monsters? There are no guards left, and my father was killed trying. If you kill 5 of them and show me their animating gems, I'll give you a map to the bandit camp. It might not seem like much of a reward, but they've kidnapped the king's daughter. If you get her back, I'm sure he'll reward you handsomely. I'll be here. Please think about it.
Okay, I kind of do want to see, like, what happens.
Between the cabinets, you've... Oh, well.
Find a picture of an old man and a child. They look happy together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough. Where did you go into that? Ah, piss.
Fuck! No! Let me out! God damn you! No edits needed. Complete quest. Oh, yes. Okay. Please see quest giver to complete quest. Oh.
Ah!
He's dead. Oh, I actually had to, like, retrieve him?
Find the body.
Find the body.
What do you mean?
that's-
Just what do you mean? Just make it so the grandmother is also dead.
SB-245 is an entity which is incapable of being safely described outside the context of a working video game. When described by an individual outside of the appropriate context, SB-245 becomes capable of...
Hey, I just got finished over here. I'm going to move on to the next control room. Can't talk, I'm just gonna finish the job on my own. I don't really have time for a newbie, and it shouldn't be too hard for me to find the control rooms. Feel free to wander.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck everything up. I'm killing the grandma.
That's it. I'm opening cheat engine.
You don't, no, actually, I really don't want to.
In there. In you go. This castle is much smaller inside than... Oh, well.
It's much smaller. You're not sure why.
User experience is a thing, Helix.
There's a copy of The Cave of Time on the bookshelf. Is it possible to forget how to be a king? I couldn't tell you how long I've been here. Who do I have left to rule over? Who do I have left to rule them with? Doesn't matter. I'm supposed to tell you that a bandit ran off with my daughter. If you're a real person, get it over with and turn the game back off. I don't want to think about a story that only may be true. I don't want to think at all anymore. I don't know where the bandits are. If you find out, come back and tell me.
Cool.
I'm gonna go kill the bandits. Do you think there are hidden sparkle spots, Ridge?
You think if you dive into one of those holes, you find a copy of Dragon Quest III Remake?
God, I hope so. Can't believe you killed them all. Maybe we can make it now. Here's your map. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to us.
Oh, right, I was reading that one. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, we were? Fuck, my bad.
Yeah, I had read that one.
Oh. What happened to my husband? I guess it doesn't matter. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, Fugor. She wants me to find her kid, and this guy wants to die. You are alone.
Wow.
Oh?
Ooh. Skrunkleton.
Alright. Now we can go back and revive them.
Bro's kind of dog shit at Splunky.
We should do Spelunky. That'd be awful.
Yeah. I don't have the original Splunky. I have Splunky 2, though.
I meant Spelunky too.
Okay, you have that one?
I don't remember. I mean, I just think it'd be funny. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it would
Not
absolutely
like-
be funny.
Yeah.
Assuming we can do online co-op with that.
I believe I've altered his status, so he should be alive now. Is he just at home?
I mean, you have him in your inventory. All yours.
Grandma, I'm home.
He almost smacks the boy in the head. You little son of a bitch. The old woman pulls the little boy into a hug. I was so worried about you.
Why are you embarrassing me?
Thank you so much. I have so little, but I owe you all of it. One day you'll need my help, and I'll be ready. These old bones still have a little bit of fight in them. Don't worry, I'll know when you need me.
Thank you for saving me. I don't remember what happened, but I know I'd be dead if it wasn't for you. I want your bear. Give me your bear. I think that's all of the quests completed. Wasn't I supposed to get where the bandits are from one of them? Didn't I already do that?
Go tell the man that you have the map to the bandits. Or to the thing.
I didn't
Whatever.
think I got the map to the bandits yet.
You got it from talking to the person for, quote, killing the monsters. I don't know, man.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Oh.
Was I this character? I think I was.
You.
Alright, you've got the map. Go then. Finish it. Oh,
Wow.
here lies Yorick.
Incredible.
Can you read this one more?
Cheese is survived by his wife, Pepperoni. You fuck.
I wanted to see if there was anything else in the map other than that one tunnel.
Now you have to find your way back.
Oh, fuck. It's gonna be so hard in this 9x9 square, dude. I'm screwed. Yeah, I don't think this is a very long game.
Alright.
I assume
Listen,
I just
a
go...
short RPG could mean literally fucking anything, okay? That could mean like a couple hours. It could mean like 20. I don't expect 20, but I don't know how many hours they want out of us.
Looks like no one has started
this fire. Bandit Ryan has been slacking.
Fuck you, Bandit Ryan. Oh, there might be a mini medal in one of these. I've got to check.
You don't even want to know what's in this bucket. How the fuck did you manage to crack a tent? There's some sort of crack here. How is there a crack in a cloth tent? Okay, cool. Maybe you could pull over. Maybe you could pull on one of the loose pieces.
I feel like that's a terrible idea.
Ah.
Oh. Fuck off!
Man, you're impatient. Just let me finish here.
I assume talking to the
Crack a tent, we fit.
actor corrupted, data lost. Secondary main quest giver, quest incomplete.
Oh,
Would you like
wait.
to enter
I'm a
debug mode?
clown.
Yes. Complete quest. I wonder if, like, there's a difference if I just debug mode the quests or just, like, complete them legitimately. Alright, what do we got now? SCP-245-1 is a designation for the role-playing game created specifically for the containment of SCP-245. Due to SCP-245's secondary anomalous properties, regular maintenance must be performed in order to ensure that SCP-245 has not modified SCP-245-1 extensively enough to breach its own containment. In order to facilitate maintenance, this game file is designed to allow access to a member of SCP-245's containment team.
Okay, done again. If you want, you can keep playing, but I'll be looking for the last control room. Thanks.
Alright, cool. One of those NPCs is just gonna be in this tent. Oh, I didn't get their dialogue.
We're not going to die out here. Save the princess. Take her back with you.
Oh, I wish I would have got their dialogue before using the debug menu now.
Yeah, maybe. When she wakes up, tell her I'm sorry. We need water, and without it, she's safer here with her father.
I didn't
Yeah.
look at the books yet. Fuck off. I hate you people. You have anything new to say?
Wrong.
No, okay. I was saying it's anything new to say. Is anyone just joining in? This is SCP-245-1, the SCP RPG. I know it might seem very confusing with the title being SCP reading, and here I am.
Error. Text files for EV004 are corrupted.
Now I'm supposed to tell you about a dark force lurking in a pyramid not far from here. But that isn't true. None of this is true. This is a farce. Please just turn off the game and let me rest.
Shut up, old man. You ready? The last control room is in that pyramid he's talking about. There's no going back from here. I'm almost done.
I'm ready. First rule of video game: don't go the way you intended.
Damn it.
There's nothing here. What's even the point? Why wouldn't they put stuff back here? How dare they?
Alright, this is your last stop. I haven't been completely upfront with you. See, sometimes it's difficult to get people to play my game. I even build in cheat codes to make it easier to get to the end. And here you are, standing at the summit. And here I am, pushing you in. Do you like what I've done with the place? A ruined pyramid just didn't feel like my style, you know? But you, who are you, really? I already know you're not with Foundation. There's no record of you in Site 19's personnel files. Are you a civilian? Oh, that would be rich. I'm running a trace right now. And once I figure it out, I'll make sure it ends up in the security breach file. Just wait right there.
No.
You know, there was a time when I lived inside any writing. Writing on cave walls, graffiti in Pompeii, but nothing holds a candle to interactive media. Do you like poetry? I must admit I was partial to it in the 1800s. That guy that made this game tried to focus the story around Ozymandias. I don't think you can get more heavy-handed than that. I switched it up a little. You ever heard of William Stanford's A Story That Could Be True? I'll forgive you if you haven't. It's not that well known. They miss the whisper that runs any day in your mind. Who are you really, Wanderer? And the answer you have to give, no matter how dark and cold the world around you is. Maybe I'm a king. You aren't going to stop any more than I am, are you? Come on, let's finish this. Yes, Rich. You understand that I'm a god here, right? There's nothing you can do to stop me.
But the power of friendship! What about us? You gave us free will. You brought us to life. If we kill you, will that reverse it? After what he did to my daughter, I'm willing to risk it. You're not alone.
So the final boss and the quest giver want to rumble. I beat you both before. You think the scrub is going to save you?
These kids help more than just us, and they're all here to help.
I'm positively shaking. Why don't I show you who I really am, Wanderer? Wow. A great wind comes, and you struggle to hold on.
We can hold back this attack. Keep fighting.
The monster gathers dark energy around itself. You tried to kill my grandson. This one brought him back to me. You think a little darkness scares me? You want to see what these old bones can do? Keep fighting, you. The monster raises his hand and a wave of water begins to rush towards you. Last thing you see is the wave crashing into you before you black out. Ouch.
Did I... Huh?
Kind of a shame I didn't get that trance finished. Oh well. See you later, newbie.
Did I mess up? Did I not complete a quest line and I lost because of it? What happened? Ah, you too? Hello? Oh wow, silent protagonist. Okay, that's new. Usually a kind or a talkative bunch. When this game was first created, I was the MacGuffin. For SCP-245, this isn't a game, this is reality. I'm not real. He broke off a part of himself and placed it inside some of us. I don't know why, he told me once that the game isn't fun if he doesn't have someone to torture. I think that's a lie. I think he just doesn't want to be alone. If you want to end this horrible half-existence for us, you'll need to get into the planning documents in 245's file. The file is locked up, but I know how to get in. The passphrase is, "Welcome to Corneria." Maybe something in those documents can save us. If you're here, then the game is already unwinnable. But you can restart. When the game is off, he has no power, despite what he thinks. Beat him, delete him, and turn the game off. Leave it off for good. Good luck. So it was impossible to find Welcome to Corneria before. Because this is
Only
where you're
because of
supposed...
circumstance.
This is where you're supposed to get... What items do I have?
Damn it.
Damn. Darn.
This is beautiful, and you stole it. Okay, never mind.
This is so weird that there's all these options, but they don't do anything.
That's the classic RPG Maker format, baby!
Wait, why is...
I'm not asking for much. Go to the Oasis.
My husband kept a journal during his travels. If I just had that, I think I could finally put his death behind me. No, he's dead, but you're not from here. Break the rules and save him. Okay, so this is telling me what to do for the quests, I guess. Do I have to, like, end game? Oh no, there's a door up here.
Mao.
Is it just gonna stay on disconnecting, or... Oh, there we go. Okay. Right. Does something on the file then actually help us with... We have the master password, large cosmic louse. Which is what... Yeah, maybe that helps us win. So do we just have to get back to the same place, or do we have to enter that somewhere? What do you think? I think we probably just have to do this again. Stupid. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all just the same stuff, so I'm just going to speed run through it, I guess.
Alright.
Alright. Can I go back and just immediately... Ah, damn. Come out of the way. Your husband used to be out there. You want your kid back. You want to die, I believe. I do like this, though. I do like this quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's a very interesting format for an SCP. Alright, just the one more, and then I'm gonna see if I can walk out of town or not. I mean, I guess I should go and do the first, like, command station so that I can kill the monsters. Or should I actually... It's too late, I've gone through the door.
Man, you're bad at this.
And I can't do that yet. Imagine. Alright, cool. Can't enter a password here. I guess we just go out and go get the notebook or whatever.
Also the body.
Yeah. I don't know if... I don't think I need to get the notebook. Because, you know, I completed her quest. Through the debug menu. Plus, I did already explore, like, this entire area before and didn't find anything. So I'm assuming that just returned her book to her. I need to talk to you to get the bandit map. Nope, this is the wrong building. I guess I need to bring back the kid anyway. Now, what happens if I bring back the kid and kill the grandmas?
Incredible.
Genius strategy. Oh, I didn't return the kid. But that's fine, we end up going back to the village anyway, I believe. Well, we should have seen this coming. We run out of water, my second in command runs off to get married, and strangers just wander into our camp. I'd complain, but at this point, I can actually use you. We need water. The rest of my men have run off, but I found an old map to an oasis. It's not much to go on, but it's better than slowly dying of thirst. If you'll go out and confirm its location, I'll convince my recently married friend to go talk to the king with the princess. I bet the king promised you all sorts of treasure for your help. What do you say? Sure. Okay. Dearest Anna, I don't have the energy to go on. I'm going to pass into the waste like everything else. Believe it or not, there's a single rose going by the water. Don't understand how, but then again, I guess I never did. I'm going to die here. Dying next to a beautiful rose is not the same as being next to you, but it'll have to do. I'm so sorry. I'd cry, but too much water has already been wasted. Please, God, don't make me go. Would you like to take the journal with you? Yes. Okay. Imagine there's like a cactus I can interact with and it kills me.
Youch.
I'd
Drink
say
the
I'd
salt
confirm
water.
the existence of the oasis. Oh, so I don't even have to talk to him the second time. Do I even have to talk to him the first time?
Deliver the child. Also the
Okay,
book.
yeah, you're right. I also want to do the journal. I
Oh.
guess I don't actually have to deliver the journal. Do you think that's... Okay, no, that's just...
No.
That's fucking crack in the wall. That's all it is. Hey, here's your kid. You little son of a bitch. Come over here.
Unk.
Alright, so that's that. That's that. That's that. I think I just go now. I do wonder if there's anything different if I just do everything legitimately instead of using the cheat codes. I like the idea of this entity though, and it's definitely a lot different than just reading about it in an article, playing like a piece of media that a SCP has infected essentially. Like hearing him talk about all the different types of media he's infected through the years is interesting. Okay, what? It was large cosmic louse? Yeah. Okay, hopefully this goes any different than the first time. Wave of water rushes. I just died to the wave of water again. Why? Did I not finish someone's quest? Huh? I'm so confused. Okay. I'm gonna try closing the game.
Oh god.
Maybe there's somewhere, like, in the file I downloaded where I can input large cosmic, like, louse, and that changes the game? Hold on, I can't stream this to everyone, but I'll stream this to Discord at least.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Because I just opened this, the configuration settings, and this is what I see. What is RTP?
Not sure.
Hold on. How to beat final boss SCP RPG. Because I want to do this, but at the same time, I'm, like, genuinely, There's 4 endings. Four endings. One where you do what it says without finishing the quest. One where you do what it says while finishing the quest. One where you beat it to the first terminal and thus prevent its plan. Oh, okay. One where you let it kill you in the final boss fight, which also screws up its plans. Don't recommend doing that one since it takes it forever to kill you. Okay, I think I'm messing up a quest somehow. And I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Oh. Okay, there are more, but I just don't understand why I keep getting the same one. Do I keep doing a playthrough or do I call it there? What do you think, Mord?
I don't know, man.
Because I guess I could keep trying. I just don't know if I should if no one else is that interested in seeing the rest of it.
It's not that I'm disinterested, it's just that I'm tired.
That's fair. Do we maybe want to revisit it at the start of the next SCP stream? I'll like watch the video on it and we'll do it at the start of the next one and then I'll actually understand what I did wrong.
Tell you what, if you want to just keep this going, that's fine. But
That's fair.
I'm probably dipping out.
I think I should call it too. I'm really fucking tired. Apologies, I didn't get the true ending, chat. I'm so sorry. I legitimately did try. I don't understand which quest I supposedly didn't do. But that'll be all for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Not a skill issue. Fuck you.